What's good today? What's good today?
Freak, are you kidding me?
I keep on falling, falling and falling. Will I ever reach the bottom? I'm sorry, 'cause I keep on falling, falling and falling. The dealer of pain is what they call me. And I keep on falling, falling, falling. Will I ever reach the bottom? I'm sorry. I keep on falling, 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 falling. The dealer of fate is what they call me. And I keep on falling, falling, falling. Will I ever reach the bottom? I'm sorry. I keep on falling, 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 falling. The dealer of fate is what they call me.
Freak, are you kidding me?
Suicides on one. Suicides, motherfuckers. Shafts the dome. We're all in. Fuck it up. Do it again. Ooh, yeah.
Rumble YouTube family, what's good? What's happening? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Sunday. I ain't got a name for Sunday. It is what it is. Thank you for joining me at such last minute. I did say that I was going to be doing something possibly this weekend, but I wasn't too sure until something happened. So, much of last week was the topics of discussion that came up were about Lord Jamar and the craziness that involves his stuff, right? Cool. I thought we were kind of out of the clear until Godfrey decided he wanted to have basically a follow-up of the whole Lord Jamar craziness. I'm not going to get into that too much. I'm not going to get into that too much right now. And tonight's not even going to be that long because I know we got guys out there like Eddie Banjo. We probably still have Vika still on, probably the tinfoil sombrero. A whole bunch of people's on right now. You know what I'm saying? And I decided I wanted to drop my show right there, right smack dab in the middle of all the craziness, all the fun, right? But even still, y'all know what it is, man. I gotta say what's up to everybody, man. You know, I can't be coming up in a party, man, and not saying hi to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And welcome, man, to the Foundry. Everybody coming in here saying hi and saying what's up. It's my turn. Justin Johnson in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Pebbles, what's going on, sis? Nice to see you. Shannon Emerson, one of my day ones. Sis, what's good? What's good? Nano CBD in the house. All right, all right. Nano CBD, what's happening, man? Another one of my day ones. See Lightning 300. Another one of my day ones. What's happening, brother? Good to see you. Lord Racer in the house. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. 16 Alpha. Yeah. You got jokes. But it's good to see you, 16 Alpha. Always just got jokes. Make plenty of popcorn. But I gotta say hi. Stephanie McGuire, how you doing, sis? Kane West, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. All right, I'm coming through this real quick. Ryan S, what's going on, brother? Ryan S is in the house. It's good to see you, man. Fort Jacks, welcome, brother. It's good to see you, man. ABC, Angela Baby Carson's in the house. How you doing, sis? How you doing? New World Order's in the house. What's good? All right. Sean Alki, right. That's right. Where there's ABC, there's Sean Alki. It's good to see you. Rachel, what's happening, sis? What's good? What's good? What's going on with you? All right. I'm over there tripping over my words, man, because I'm trying to speed this up. Saddlebum, what's good, bro? Saddlebum's in the house. Okay, all right. It's good to see y'all, man. It's good to see y'all. Timeless. What's good, Timeless? Welcome, welcome, Timeless. It's good to see you. All right. American Off Grid. What's good, brother? It's good to see you as well. All right. Welcome, American Off Grid. It's good to see you. All right. Joe Osborne, Joseph Osborne. It's good to see you, man. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Flat Out Faith. Hey, the Rumble people is in the house too. Flat Out Faith. It's good to see you. Flat Out Faith and Leo Slayer is in the house as well. Welcome, Leo Slayer. Welcome, Flat Out Faith. You guys have been holding me up. I appreciate y'all. Welcome. Say a welcome to y'all in the Rumble chat. What's good? Bjorn Anderson. What's going on, brother? Bear Anderson. The Bernstein Bjorns. Bjorn means bear in, I guess, Nordic or something like that. So welcome, Bjorn. Welcome, welcome. All right. Austin Murphy, what's happening, brother? It's good to see you. Mojo Shop in the house. Good to see you once again. All right. All right. All right. Awesome Town Matt, what's happening, brother? It's good to see you. Sarah G in the house. All right. Sarah G, Greg B. What's good? Both of y'all in the house. It's good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all. And I'm almost there, baby. Leo Slayer. What's happening, brother? Another one of my Rumble people. God's watching this flat earth. What's happening, brother? It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Good to see you. My walking library over here, Awakened Nemesis, is in the house. It's good to see you, man. Hey, Iron Earth. It's good to see you, brother. Welcome, brother. It's good to see you, man. Truth Trollette. Hey, sis. Hadn't seen you in a little bit, but it's good to see you regardless. All right. Health Coach Jason. Welcome, brother. Welcome. It's good to see you, Health Coach Jason. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the Foundry. That's what I'm calling y'all, the Foundry. The Pox Bottle. What's happening, bro? It's good to see you. The Pox Bottle's in the house. All right. And Clay Budney. What's happening, bro? It's good to see you. Emilios, man, I haven't seen you in a while. And it's good to see you. Hey, Barbara, I hadn't seen you in a minute. I don't know where you've been hiding, but it's good to see you. I got you. You busy. But it's all good, man. I understand. Listen, guys. And that's it. I'm at the bottom of the chat. That's a record, guys. I broke a record. Either way, guys, I understand people are busy. I understand people have families and responsibilities and everything else like that. So I do not take your viewership lightly. I don't take it for granted at all. And anybody that pops in, says what's up, just lends me their ears for a few minutes. I do my best to provide the truth, period. But I guess you could say in an entertaining kind of fashion. But at the same time, I want to keep you guys riveted. You understand what I'm saying? And so because of that, I really appreciate you guys coming on out and discussing the topics that we have available for the show that I'm providing. You know what I'm saying? So again, family, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just walked in through the door from New York, and I came in and I set my computer up and everything and beelined it for y'all, started the music, grabbed something to drink, and then sat my butt down and started the show. So bear with me as I'm getting my bearings, or my Bjornings, my bearings. Get it? Bjorn. I kill myself for real, man. I be doing it to myself. But family, real talk. Okay, so everybody's looking at the thumbnail, and I know what's crazy is people probably like, well, what the hell is he talking about? So as you know, this is something that was discussed during the week extensively. I'm not really trying to harp too much on it, but I wanted to show y'all basically a little bit. Nate X, what's happening, brother? I wanted to show y'all a little bit of the follow-up that occurred a few hours ago, right? From Godfrey's channel. So if you don't know, I'll bring you up to speed. A couple of days ago, Godfrey had Lord Jamar, who is an avid flat earther, also an MC or a rapper, but an MC in these flat earth streets. You understand? But he's one of the more prominent names at the same time. And so since Lord Jamar was part of his panel, there was Lord Jamar, a guy that I have no idea who he is, sitting in the middle, look high as hell. But then you had a bigger dude, and you know, he really didn't have no neck, His name is King Nero, and then you had Godfrey basically running the entire podcast. Now, Lord Jamar, unbeknownst to him, they surprised him with Professor Dave coming on, right? Professor Dave got on, and then it was just like a little bit of an insult fight. They were insulting each other, claiming that the earth was a ball. Lord Jamar saying that the earth was flat. Obviously, we're going to agree with the flat side, right? So during that time, I guess Lord Jamar had a tougher time. He explained it as best as he could, right? And it was basically like those two were just going at each other, one not letting the other speak, the other not letting the primary speak. And it was just a little bit of a chaotic mess. It is what it is. Didn't look so hot for Lord Jamar, but at the same time, he didn't tell any lies, right? He didn't say any lies where we know what Professor Dave gives us. Cover up my ink. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no rated R production. I want the kids to be able to watch. I haven't cussed yet, by the way, y'all. So understanding that, we kind of thought things blew over. I gave my take on everything until this afternoon happened, and this is what we got. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share it with y'all. Okay. This is what we got. This is some of the latest. This is actually today between Professor Dave, King Nero, and Godfrey. Now you notice somebody's missing. Let's take a look.
People who throw around the notion that this modern incarnation of Flat Earth was truly like a psyop, and like, you know, even from the CIA, just kind of like throwing out little information as as a social experiment. What's the dumbest thing that we can get a certain proportion of the public to latch onto? And then,
what do y'all think is the dumbest thing that we could latch onto? Family, what is the dumbest thing that we could have possibly latched onto? What is the dumbest thing? I'm curious. But let me not say exactly, Justin Johnson. Exactly. So they got Professor Dave up there. The dumbest thing is the globe, the curved earth. David, what's good, brother? It's good to see you. Swayed Science Globe, yeah. Latch on to these. Of course. Somebody was going to say those or these. You know what I'm saying? So you guys already know it. Yeah, I know 16 Alpha. I'm well aware of what's going on in the debate scene. To be honest with you, I feel it's a waste of time, the debate scene. I just find it peculiar that Professor Dave is appearing everywhere on the black circuit on social media. But let me not speak about it. Let me just let him present for a little bit.
and then they did. I mean, not a lot, but so that may not be true, but it's really absolutely insane that this is happening right now.
Do you believe in extraterrestrial? How about that? Do you believe in that?
I would bet a lot of money that other life exists. I don't believe any has been here. I don't think that we've interacted with it or seen any of it. But
so all these
I would be shocked if we were the only life in the universe.
All these discs that are.
All right. So these guys are going down a rabbit hole that if you believe that the earth is a ball, you're going to go down a rabbit hole that leads you to absolutely nowhere. Right? It's like the bridge to nowhere. Left Kung Shaolin, what's happening, brother? It's good to see you, man. It is good to see you. The dumbest thing to latch on to. You think car insurance commercials? Well, so's the globe. I feel that the globe is one of the dumbest things, but if you don't know, you don't know. You don't know what you don't know, right? Either way, these guys get into it. And this is something that I even jumped onto the chat and I tried to explain, like, guys, you're falling down the wrong rabbit hole with this guy. He's leading you to the path of destruction. Do not listen to Professor Dave. And then it turned out that this was just a recording. So they didn't listen, they didn't hear me, but whatever. I threw my money in the chat, whatever. I threw a little bit of money. You know, I wanted them to at least read what it was that I was saying. And so, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. I'm not too upset with it. I mean, my biggest concern right now is that this is, I'm not going to say staged. I think staged is the wrong word to use in this instance. I'm going to say it's just peculiar, the timing, the whole timing behind it all, right? And so if you look at it, like there are a couple of things that I'm just looking at. Okay, so today you had 47's inauguration. He was 45. He was also 47, which is funny enough because I think I saw somebody post up 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 7 is 11. 9/11. So somebody needs to call the police. You know what I'm saying? And 9/11, because he's the 45th and the 47th president at the same time. It is what it is, man. Is there truth in the numbers? Possibly. You know what I'm saying? Mikey's in the house. Hey, Mikey. Mikey's in the house. I've been talking about your stuff recently. I'll talk about that later, but there's something in the numbers. That's not what I'm talking about, but it's just peculiar how Professor Dave just shows up on the scene. If you look, Professor Dave is everywhere on Black YouTube, and I'm calling it Black YouTube because these are typically Black channels that Black people tend to go to. And I'm not talking about channels like Vlad TV or No Jumper, right? These are white channels that Black people go to. Not talking about them. I'm talking about the more prominent Black channels. This one right here with Godfrey. And these guys may not be as prominent as Godfrey, but they have bigger channels. And basically, they're following the same script. You understand? They're all saying the same thing. They're like, oh, Lord Jamar got played by Professor Dave. Everybody's calling this dude a professor instead of a prostitute or instead of Liar Dave. They're saying on a show hosted by Jaron, well, Awakened Nemesis. Let me finish my point. Now they're saying that he's stupid. I showed you guys this. If you guys were here last week, you would have seen that I showed. These guys are claiming that Lord Jamar is an idiot. Lord Jamar is a fool. Black people, you can't fall for it. Black Light, this brother over here, he's the only brother defending me in here, man. Black Light, what's happening, brother? This is the only dude in here that was defending me on Godfrey's publication, his little pub this afternoon. This is the only flat earther in here. We were in a sea of globe people. And this is the only brother holding it down and protecting me. You know what I'm saying? At least defending the flat earth, defending the truth. Me, I'm not concerned about, right? Because I had people in there calling me a liar, saying that I was not in the Navy, saying that I had stolen valor, saying that I was not a Navy diver, saying that I was not naval air crew, saying that I was not on submarines. All those things that I say, hey, lends credence to the fact that I was in the flat earth. You know what I'm saying? Or that I was in the flat earth, excuse me, that I was in the military and that I got to see the earth in a peculiar, or rather in a unique way, in a different way, like up close, personal, and raw at the same time. So welcome, Black Light. Welcome, brother. It's good to have you, man. It's good to have you. These are good people in here, Black Light. Black Light, these are some good people in here, and everybody in here, for the most part, is a flat earther. You will come across a Professor Phil, I Am Wilson, Brenda, right? You'll come across and Swallow. These people are typically globers, right? They are globers, but 3 of them or 4 of them I show respect to. One of them I got a little bit of a problem with, but I let her talk. You understand? I let her talk and say what the hell he needs or she needs to say, so then that way we can move along with the show. Either way, when were you in the Navy and went over the curve? Right. So when you were in the Navy, you went over the curve of the earth. Yeah, I went over the curve of the earth a few times, especially when I crossed the equator and I became a shellback. You know what I'm saying? But even still, right, we have these globers in here, And we show them respect because they show us respect, and we give them their time to say what it is they need to say, and at the same time we give them a platform to speak on. So if they feel they need to come on and say something, they can say it. Now, I know I'm jumping on this topic the third time, like within like a week. I get it, right? So forgive me for that. But this dude is basically doing everything I said was going to happen. As soon as Lord Jamar came out and said what he said, right? And yes, Mikey Smith, I did. I am coming on Tuesday, but if you want to show some more stuff tonight, hey, you're more than welcome to, because it's a little bit of a mixed bag. Mikey Smith, come on up, brother. Come on up. But even still, I know that I said what I said earlier this week. I know I said what I said and the way I said it, and I really don't take any of it back. This is basically this dude following everything I said that was going to happen. I said he was going to do these things after the whole Lord Jamar craziness happened. And then I said, watch what's going to happen with all these black people saying this because of that. And this is going to continue to happen until it gets to a point like this. What I'm going to show you is something that I knew was going to happen, but you need to really pay attention to. Now, before I get to that part, what I want to talk about is the whole shame factor of everything. Professor Phil, what's happening, brother? I was just talking bad about you. Just kidding. I wasn't talking bad about you, but we did mention your name. Welcome, Professor Phil. So what I want to talk about real quick is the whole shame factor of believing that this place is a globe, or believing that this place is flat. Excuse me. Not a globe, but flat. I've already said that as a person, just a normal person, right? Believing that this place is flat leaves you open to not only inquiry, but being ridiculed, being made fun of, and all the bad stuff that comes with it. Now, if you're black, though, you just amplify all of that, and then you add the whole stigma that black people are stupid, black, and everything bad about black people. You just add all that to the fact that now you're a black person that believes the earth is flat. You know what I'm saying? So if you believe the earth is flat, that's a big step in the right direction, period. Now, if you believe as a black person, it's like adding coffee to it, or adding spice, or adding seasoning to it. You're making it harder, right? Because of the amount of scrutiny that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis just throughout life. And then you add on to that whole thing, being black, and then everything that follows. I already said that. I'm over there chasing my own tail. But the reason that this is a big deal is because of everybody else that wants to follow people like him, that's going to give you kudos. Nano CBD's over there on the Rumble side. What's happening, bro? But people that are going to be over there and give you kudos, basically pat you on the head for believing the bullshit that they believe in. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that this is something that we seek accolades with folks like Professor Dave all the time. We always seek some kind of comfort in the approval of white people. And look, man, I think that's something that we just need to we definitely need to get away from. Not just if you black, just if you anybody. You shouldn't need anybody's approval if you're seeking the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a hard thing, and it's a hard pill to swallow, but we can see it, especially us black folks. We can see it. Now, Black Light, what you got? People was acting like Dave was trying to come up off Godfrey's channel and Lord Jamar's name, because he already has which is a very good point, because he already has millions of subscribers. But I had no idea who he was before he went on to the debate. Now, Black Light, shout out to you, bro. And I'll tell you what, it's telling that he's got millions of subscribers, Professor Dave, right? Because with all those subscribers, he'd be like, big deal. But there are two things. Either those subscribers are fake, one, or two, he wants to get on the Godfrey gravy train So now this is basically another segment of YouTube Professor Dave hasn't really touched, because in the flat earth community, even though it's not really a mixed bag, you understand? Flat earth community is mostly it's you don't find too many black people in the flat earth community. You just don't, right? You are not a dime a dozen, Black Light. Me, I'm not a dime a dozen. But those of us that are in the community, it kind of makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? Dr. Bo's in the house. It's good to see you. Yes, Farina is an atheist with most of his education in chemistry. He does not have an earned doctorate. That's right. He ain't even no professor, nor is he a professor. What is he really? A bully? To me, he is Bully Dave. Yes. So Bully Dave is one. Two, he calls himself a science communicator. So basically, he relays science information to the layperson, like me and some of y'all, right? Except for you, Dr. Bose. Obviously, you a doctor and you do doctor stuff. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a doctor, but I'm like Dr. Pepper or Dr. J. I ain't no real doctor. You know what I'm saying? I'm a doctor of love, I guess you could say. That's why I wear this robe every night. Anytime I be coming on bullshitting with y'all. I'm the doctor of love, man. Hold on. But before I continue flapping my gums, man, let's say what's up to Mikey Mike. What's up, Mr. Mike? What's happening, Mike?
Hey, Dr. Pepper, what's happening?
It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Before we get into what you're gonna show everybody, which I think is interesting, Black Light, strap your ass in, bro, because you're gonna see some shit tonight, man. This dude is gonna show you some shit. Get your flat earth people over here, because Mikey is going to show you some stuff tonight. I'm telling you, he shocked the fuck out of me. See, now I'm cussing. Now you got me cussing.
Now you're diet Dr. Pepper.
That's right. That's now I was diet Dr. Pepper. Now I'm full out Dr. Pepper. Yeah, you know. So yeah, man. So he's gonna show you some stuff that's gonna knock your socks off. But before we even get to Mike and his stuff, I wanted to bring him on here. But so Professor Dave, that's right. He's not even a real doctor. And for those that don't know, surprise, he's not. But he gets on these outlets, right? And he still pushes that name, Professor Dave. He's fooling everybody, okay? He's fooling everybody, and we're one of those people that's fallen for the hook, right? The black community's falling for it, so they're allowing them on here because if you look at the volume of black channels that have been allowing him on there to explain himself, one, you need to think about this. We're in a very sensitive time when it comes to releasing information, learning information, and everything else. Oh, okay, Black Light saw it. Okay, yeah. You saw it. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh man, it knocks my socks off, man. But the information getting out, and I kind of want to touch on that too. The information getting out is sensitive in that you've got people getting out of things like TikTok that was like basically, it was like free world GTA, the damn post-apocalypse internet. You could say whatever you want, do whatever you want for the most part, and gain a lot of attention on a relatively small but big platform with TikTok. Now that they've scrubbed TikTok, now what you're seeing, and I'm going to make my point here. Now what you're seeing is you see people saying, hey, the Chinese ain't so bad. I don't know about you, but my whole internet stream with YouTube and all these stuff is just littered with China's not as bad as we once thought. China's so good. China's really, better than America. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And basically what they're doing, they're saying, now that you're not doing TikTok no more, what it is the Chinese are promoting their own version of TikTok called Red Note. Red Note. If you're not a part of it, they're trying to make you a part of it. So now instead of the American government basically data mining you, they're going to leave you to the Chinese to data mine you. And so people now, since they've gotten out of TikTok or since they shut down TikTok, they're out of spite jumping to this group called RedTube, okay, or this thing called RedTube, and you got these black people jumping all over the place saying "ni hao," fan, bao you, shit like that. Basically, I just said hello, rice, and greens. greens as in vegetables. Those are actual Chinese words, but Cantonese. Don't ask me how I know. But anyway, so you've got these black people saying all this, and so it's like a way to funnel black people into a different form, not form of media, but into a different app, because a TikTok has basically formed like it's become like a diaspora, and people need a place to funnel to. So now a lot of the black folks are starting to go to what it is, Red Note. Why is this telling? Because at the same time, you've got this dude, Professor Dave, saying all this stuff to black folks, and then black people left and right either inviting him on their channels or speaking of the fallout between Lord Jamar and Professor Dave. Anytime it comes to these guys' names, man, I don't have it at the ready. I don't know why I keep forgetting. Red Note, owned by the Red Shields or the Rothschilds. Good point. Good point. Oppose. Toe is tapped, bleeding huge cracks. Okay. TikTok is back. TikTok is back. I don't know what that means. TikTok is back now, but they have removed lives. Okay. So it's TikTok Lite, basically. It's basically, you know, Oreo without that special recipe. Highlighting Professor Dave's debates again. How's that working out for us? I'm not highlighting his debates one more quarter. I'm talking about what Godfrey did. Trump got TikTok back on, you think? Hey, that's what he's giving it a 90-day freeze. From what he said, he's giving it a 90-day freeze to see some stuff. I'll be honest with you. I don't even use TikTok, so I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hold on. Okay. I heard you can't download TikTok now, but you was ear hustling from your daughters. Okay. And Emily Seres or Emily Sears. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce your name. How you doing? Eugene 12. How you doing, Eugene 12? Welcome, brother. It's good to see you. And here's the thing. One more quarter. Listen. All right. I'm not here for views. Not here for views at all. I'm here for news that I feel is pertinent and things we need to points we need to kind of drive home. I'm not going to stick too long on this, but the reason I wanted to show you Professor Dave again today, because this is a new video. This isn't from the other day. This is today's video. All right. This is today's video. Serious business. What's happening? Serious. Hey, serious is one of the things that we're going to be talking about tonight, actually. Right. And the point that I kind of wanted to talk about is it kind of revolves around this whole thing with Professor Dave, Lord Jamar, and why as black people and the flat earth coming from a black perspective is a very, very big deal. Because whether you want to believe that this country is integrated or not, we are still separate. Let me give you an example. When people outside of this country say American people, a lot of times they are talking about white folks. When we talk about American people or black people, we do not call them Americans. We still call ourselves, and people call us black guys, black people, or the black community, or black Americans. They make sure to add that distinction. So we are still very much separate. We're still very separate. I need you guys to if you don't know, you must understand. So I need to give it to you straight, and I'm giving it to you from my perspective, because maybe somebody else might not. And yes, we may have a Bro Sanchez. Bro Sanchez gives you his take on it and his flavor. I'm here to give you mine. You understand? So and it's important. It's important because this is a way to further, I feel, to further divide the community. And it comes at an interesting time, especially on the heels of the final experiment, which we're still trying to dissect, many of us, which we still have a lot of fault with, right? But what better a time than while we're basically at this time of inquiry and we're somewhat vulnerable, what better a time to jump on people within this community than now, right? You go to the chat and Godfrey's and stuff, you know what they keep saying? Oh man, Flat Earth is a cult. This is where you get cults, man. They get you in and then they try to put nonsense in your head and this and that. They're going to keep pushing these buzzwords, man. And buzzwords like cult and stuff like that is mad dangerous. You know what I'm saying? we're not dangerous. We don't go around sabotaging people. We don't go around, you know, threatening people's lives or nothing like that. Even though freaking, you know who came up in here, her Frankenstein ass. It's Frankenstein ass came up in here, Frankenberry like a mug, talking mess, saying stuff that wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? Future as generations move forward. Yeah. And so what I wanted to show you was this. All right. I'm sitting here flapping my gums. I wanted to basically round off my point. This is what I wanted to get to, y'all. We're going to come here. And we're going to come right here.
It's a rebranding of creation science. And we know for a fact that this is what it is, because that of Pandas and People, they kept that textbook, and then all they did was they did a search and replace of creationists to replace with design proponents, and it fucked up. So in one place, they have a typo that says "see design proponentsists." So it's just like, dude, you guys literally took the same textbook, did a search and replace. One of them fucked up, and you're just like, hey, remember the book that you said was unconstitutional to force on public school children? How about this one? It's the same book.
Wow.
Like, wow. My God, you guys are unbelievable. Watch out for intelligent design. Anyone who's
okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Fuck all them. Damn it. All right.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit.
It's a bunch of bullshit. Dr. Joe Dispenza, this guy's like huge right now, and he's fucking suckering people.
Deepak is huge.
Yeah, Deepak is wealthy from his bullshit.
And look at Jordan Peterson now, who
Peterson is
he's a dirt
that
bag.
guy is the worst.
So these guys are basically asking Guru fucking Professor Dave over here for life advice and everything. What do you feel about the Akashic records? What do you feel about wormholes? What do you feel about dark matter? What's dark matter? And then this dude's over here just telling these dudes just lies and bullshit. Well, we know what we know about dark matter and blah 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 is blah 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 to the third power. And I'm like, y'all listening to this fucking lying screwy ass motherfucker over here? Really? You're gonna pay this guy mine? But hey, they got him up there. They're gonna go ahead and they're gonna squeeze all the juice out of him. Let's listen to him talk a little bit. I want to bring it to where he was right here.
In order to control, to miseducate and dumb the population down.
Oh God. Let's rewind that part.
I'm not here to not shut up.
He don't say. You think Deepak don't say nothing?
Yeah. I mean, this is a whole other topic, so maybe you guys invite me on another time. But the whole culture war and all of these figures that talk about, you know, transgender stuff and all this stuff, it's just complete culture war bullshit. From demagogues to polarize the public in a particular way politically.
Oh yeah, we will definitely bring you back for that. That'll be fun. That'll be
control. Just in order to control, to miseducate and dumb the population down so that they can control.
Anti-academia sentiment, any kind of anti.
Let me address that real quick. It's not a complaint. It's not a complaint at all. One more quarter, and I'm not complaining. I love being a flat earther. I'll tell you right now, my eyes are wide open, and I love this community. Absolutely love this community. The logic behind it is this: they're further. This is the best time. It's prime time for them to try and further divide the community. The logic behind it is, to them, they're like, hey, final experiment, we see these guys basically on their back. We're like exposed, they feel. And so the debate between Lord Jamar, or the discussion between Lord Jamar and Professor Dave, made it seem as if we didn't know what the hell we were talking about. And it was big because Lord Jamar is a prominent figure in black circles. You know what I'm saying? Most black people who listen to hip hop and rap know who Lord Jamar is. And so he uses that time, and many people have used their platforms to kind of highlight that discussion and say, oh, these Negroes don't know what the hell they talking about. And these are black channels. You understand what I'm saying? These are black channels. It's not like any other channel. It's not like freaking, you know, the Rachel Ray Show, or it's not like Phil Donahue's or something like that. These are black channels that talk about anything but the flat earth. They made it their business to specifically talk about that discussion between Lord Jamar and this dude and highlight it and talk about, if you a flat earther, you're an idiot. If you are a black flat earther, not only are you an idiot, but you adhere to white talking points, or you voted for Trump. I'm serious. This is what you're going to hear around a lot of people that don't know what the fuck they talking about. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, it's like I'm trying to head these things off at the pass, and then I'm trying to head it off at the pass before it gets to a point to where, we're going to be looked at as, if we say anything that's different as black people, if we say anything that's different, if we say, hey, you know what? There's a possibility that this was a lie. This might have been a conspiracy theory. And then people might turn around and be like, oh, what's next? You're going to say that the earth is flat? Apparently, that's what black people think. You know what I'm saying? And though the earth is flat, and that is the truth, black people will run when they see or hear black or white folks with any kind of position in life. Just white people. You know what I'm saying? They will run, and they'll run from the truth. In spite of their face, they will. And I know that was long and drawn out, but I just kind of wanted to hammer that point home. You know what I'm saying? They'll have Neil deGrasse Tyson on next week talking shit, man, speaking of his lies. Not a real professor. They should at least know the curvature formula. This is something that Lord Jamar had mentioned with them, was a curvature formula, but they didn't finish. You see this big dude right here? What's his name? King Nero. This dude right here. He seems well spoken, but he doesn't want to hear anything about flat earth because he just fully believes in a globe. He's one of those guys, and he said it himself. Why would they lie? They're scientists. Scientists don't lie. They're scientists for a reason. He said it. It's come out his own mouth, even though right now I am paraphrasing. And I don't want to get sued or nothing like that for no slander or nothing. But that's basically what he said. You can't undo centuries worth of BS. You can't. They're in too deep. D Flat, what's going on? Chicago Cubby Bear, it's good to see you, bro. Shifty Shady Eyes, what's happening? It's good to see you as well. Dead Reckoning in the house. What does FMFP stand for? Frequency modulated, frequency pulsed. I don't understand what FMFP stand for. I don't understand. So y'all gonna have to educate a brother, man, because I don't know. So yeah, so I'm going to get to the point that I was making with this dude right here.
Establishment, blanket anti-establishment sentiment, and just all the just highly conservative talking points that are meant to like polarize centrists to the right.
That's why I liked Christopher Hitchens, man.
Hitchens was the man,
right? Oh, baby, boy, he was tearing motherfuckers.
They got a couple young dudes that are young guys. What's the young English dude? That kid that's
Alex O'Connor.
Yeah, he's smoking them, and there's another
smart guy.
I remember the Christopher Hitchens versus Al Sharpton. I was laughing the whole time. He goes, how do you know there's the presence of God? Well, because I feel God. God, you have to. It was the funny, and Chris was like, that's not helping us.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm talking about physical. No, God is. It was.
So here's another thing, man. Here's another thing that black folks will do is they will call out and they'll say that God's not real just to appease some white people, man. Like, look, whether you believe in a God or not, that's your business, right? I choose to believe in a higher power. I do. But you'll see nowadays, you'll see a lot of black folks just going along just to get along. And just to get that fucking pat on the back, pat on the head, and agree. Oh, that God's not real. God's not real. And I'm like, you know what? You playing with fire right now just to impress some motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, like I sit there, all I could do is shake my head, man. Anyway, let's just go on with this thing, man. I'm keep my damn jaw shut.
The greatest shit.
Because he was funny and he was charming,
hilarious, and him smashing on fucking Mother Teresa, the Albanian stealing. Oh, He's just fantastic.
thief,
That's
yeah.
my smart ex-girlfriend. She put me up on Christopher Hitchens years ago.
Yeah, they got what are you? Dilhunty is doing it. They have this whole atheist, skeptic channel now that's blowing up, and this kid Dilhunty is he spanked Jordan Peterson. He did a debate.
Oh,
he's super smart.
Yeah. Well, dude, Dave, this was awesome, bro.
Dave, thanks, man.
Thanks for coming through, and I hope that we gave you enough stuff.
Now y'all
We're kind of smart today. I don't know. Shit.
Well, I owe it to you guys. I mean, that clip is really circulating. So,
and you know,
I get a little, you guys get a little.
Well, I figured you'd have your own version of it.
Y'all don't think that's telling? Y'all don't think that's telling? How Godfrey went ahead and said that, and then he's like, "Oh, look at that! I get some, you get some." So it almost appears to me as if these two were bogarting on how to kind of put you see what I mean? You see what I mean? Big ass platform with over multi-million subscribers on Dave's side, right? And then you've got 500,000, but still a well-known name in Godfrey, right? Everybody knows Godfrey with the impersonations and everything. So you see what I mean? They're kind of teaming up to kind of split the difference. He gets big, he gets some rave reviews, and look at what it's done already. I almost feel as if Godfrey did this shit on purpose to Lord Jamar. You know what I'm saying? Surprised him with, hey, by the way, we're going to have Professor Dave on. And you don't know who this is. And then he's like, oh. So done with the Kumbaya BS. Yo, one more quarter. What's your problem, bro? Anyway, let me just finish my point. Then one more quarter. Look, man, if you don't like it, bro, you already know what you could do, man. Sorry to have to put it to you like that. You don't like it. I hate to have to put you out there like that. But if you don't like it, you don't need to watch tonight, and you don't need to watch ever, to be honest with you. So I'm just calling it like I see shit. But if you don't like my take on things, man, just move on somewhere else, bro. If that's what you're saying, I could have 1-2 people in here. Okay, all right, that's fine. Bye-bye, one more quarter. You take care. So, one more quarter. It was good to see him, but I'm good. We could do without it. Anyway, so it's good to see you guys again, once again. But if you look at it, man, this is just such a crazy way to fucking start off 2025 already with a bang with the flat earth. You understand what I'm saying? So it's almost painful to just see this happening with a group of people that are known to just tell the truth and just tell it like it is. And it's sad to see, like, I really liked Godfrey as a comedian, as a person, you know what I'm saying? Even as some kind of an activist, to kind of do that to Lord Jamar, set him up basically and Godfrey has like 500,000 viewers. Like I said, man, I'm not here for views. I'm not here for viewers. If you rock with me, I rock with you. I put things in my own, kind of pot of gumbo so you guys could easily digest it, but from my perspective. If you don't agree, that's fine. That's cool. But if you do agree, great. You know what I'm saying? But if I gave you a wrench, like, please do not go out there fucking removing people. And Black, where you at? Where's our brother Black Light? Thank you for pointing that out too, brother. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. There were a few issues with one more quarter getting rid of good people. We had Professor Phil the other day getting removed, and Professor Phil is a Glober. I'm gonna call you out, Professor Phil. He is a Glober, but Professor Phil is good people. He don't cause no trouble in here. He basically calls things from his perspectives and brings it to our attention. We love Professor Phil in here, and we don't give him no smoke. People might chit chat with him back and forth, but we don't give him no problems. He don't give us no problems. And then this is a guy that was suddenly removed, even though we understand the history of Professor Phil very well in here. So, guys, be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Definitely be respectful. I'm going to be respectful to you. I'm not going to mistreat you. But as soon as you come in here and I'm thinking you on my side, I can't have you in here. And you start trying to pull that disrespect on me, I can't have you. You got to go. You got to go. But it's okay, man. it is what it is. We move on. There are plenty of flat earth channels that are probably that you might find better than mine. So I wish you luck in the future. One more quarter. Like, go out there and live, love and live life, man, and watch somebody else's channel, man. It'll be okay. Like, I'll live, and so will the Foundry. Everybody in here is doing well too. So I want you guys to see this. I'm talking mess, but yeah, this is important. This is very important that we get this point. But I want you guys to finish seeing this right here. Let's see it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't put mine up, you know, for some reasons. And
Sure.
but
At your discretion.
It's still,
but I wanted
it's still,
mine, and it's making the rounds. So.
it's making the fucking rounds, and I'm sure you have a lot of subscribers. Tell them to subscribe over here too. Subscribe to In Godfrey We Trust, God, and you know what? Yeah, when it comes to science, I would love to bring you on every once in a while. You know, come and talk some science and all kinds of shit. I love what you're doing.
Yeah.
I like people. I like skepticism.
And a couple people has hit Dave up like black creator channels has hit Dave up in there, you know, where he
y'all see what I mean? You see what I mean? Anyway, let's continue.
We're not just a black channel, man. We just happen to be black dudes, man. You know, just saying that the brothers like you, man.
Yeah,
I don't mean that 80s.
Yeah,
Eddie
but
Murphy
it's dope.
voice.
It's dope that we get, you know what I'm saying? That you
It's great. It's great. It's a great demographic.
Get a voice and kind of talk this real shit as opposed to all this the horse shit and the misinformation.
The path to elevating the black community, is through education, through engaging with science and technology and academia.
No doubt, man. This was awesome, man. Thank you.
Woo! Y'all see what he's doing? Y'all see what he's doing? Y'all see that shit he's doing? Y'all see what he's doing? One more quarter did. We had to cut our brother loose, man. I wish him fair winds and following seas. I wish him luck in the future. But y'all see what this motherfucker's doing. If y'all didn't hear that, let me let y'all hear that part again.
Has hit Dave up in there, you know, where he.
And we're not just a black channel, man. We just happen to be black dudes, man. You know, just saying that the brothers like you, man. I don't mean that 80s.
Yeah, but it's dope. It's dope that we get, you know what I'm saying? That you
it's great. It's great. It's a great demographic.
Get a voice and kind of talk this real shit as opposed to all this the horse shit and the misinformation.
The path to elevating the black community, is through education, through engaging with science and technology and academia.
No doubt, man.
So y'all going? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Oh, y'all didn't see that? Let me show y'all one more time. Because boo, boy, the devil is a liar. He sure is.
Get a voice and kind of talk this real shit as opposed to all this the horse shit and the misinformation.
The path to elevating the black community, is through education, through engaging with science and technology and academia.
No doubt, man.
I'm sorry. I know that it was me having to repeat that 12.5 times, but I wanted y'all to see it. And for me, you ain't black. I wanted y'all to see it for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm talking about. So they're going to use this dude as a white knight. Yes. As the white knight, they're going to use this dude as the savior of the world for black people. They're going to be like, "Oh, if you don't know, you got to go ask Professor Dave, because Professor Dave has all the answers. He'll tell you. Don't listen to them dumb motherfuckers. That's some hoodoo Negro talk. That's what listen. I know it sounds trashy. It sounds bad, but that's what you're going to hear, especially as a black person. And it's painful, man. Patrice O'Neal had Black Phillip, and Dante copied it when Patrice with Beige Phillip. One couldn't stand on his own. Now he's spewing nonsense on. Okay. Yeah. So Nero, King Nero. Okay, that's who that is. On nonsense on Godfrey's channel. Yeah. And you want to know something? This is Samuel Abukaya. How you doing, brother? This is something that they're going to take advantage of. And he sounds like a voice of reason because of how well he can science talk, right? And because of that, it's easy to go ahead and put him out there and let him talk to other black folks because number one, he's black. Number two, he's inked up. Number three, he looks cool. And number four, black people feel, oh, we could trust him. We could trust what it is he says. So if he says it, we wouldn't be getting lied to. So now you couple that with the fact that Professor Dave over there is saying, well, the path to uplifting the black community is by education and STEM and all this other shit. Like, listen, man, this is where you don't trust these people, man. You do not trust people like that, man. Because like I said, I'll say it time and time again. If they're not going to treat you right, they're not going to teach you right. They're not. So you can't rely on people like no Professor Dave or nothing like that to come around and be telling you the truth for nothing. Ryan S., what's happening, bro? Sam Abukaya, what's happening? Sam, what's happening, y'all? It's good to see y'all, man. It's good to see y'all. Sam, I saw you on Vika's channel here earlier discussing what you were discussing. I was on the road coming from New York. I didn't want to interfere with what you guys had going on, but I wanted to drop in and say what's up to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Show a little bit of love to the channel.
I just came out from Banjo's also stream there.
Oh,
it's been a long night for me.
Yeah, you're a busy man. You're a busy man.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
We're doing something. We're trying to we announced with Banjo the idea that we believe that we should Flat Earth should go now on the offensive mode, and we believe that we should go political. So it's a big deal. It's a big thing. You know, I have an internet site, and well, I will talk later on about this, but it's you know,
that's
just an idea.
Okay,
just
all right.
Idea.
Okay, you know what? I think that's something that might have legs. I'm not going to get too deep in it, but I think that's wise. That's something that might have legs. And I think now is a good time because they're starting to go ahead and they're starting to give us names like cult and everything else like that. They're starting to say that Flat Earth is a cult. Now, guys, I want you guys to hold your breath. Kind of, just grit your stomach. Just hold it down because we got another visitor. Hold it down. We got another visitor.
Well,
yes, Brenda.
So who's Brenda? All the time I see Brenda. Who's Brenda?
That's me.
Like
that's
it's me. Brenda's right there. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Brenda.
Yeah, that's
Brenda. That's me.
There's a Vibe gate. There's no gate. There was a Brenda gate. I don't understand. Who's Brenda?
Yeah.
So who are you, Brenda? Show us your face.
Yeah, Brenda. Why don't you show us your face? Why don't you ever show us your face?
Because I don't want to.
Okay, that's fair. What's up, Brenda? You're in here. What's up? Do you have something for us?
Well, one, I just wanted to join the panel, but did you hear that Melodome is off of the Flat Earth?
Sorry?
You know who Melodome is?
No, I have no idea. I don't know who that is. What's that? He's
a Flat Earth podcaster.
Okay.
He's another one who's off the Flat Earth. He realized he was in a cult.
You know what?
And Brenda, do you know how he did it? You know how he did it?
You're in a cult, Brenda. You're in a cult as well.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
He realized
Brenda, you're in a cult too.
By doing his own
research.
Experiments.
Brenda, you know you're in a cult too. You didn't know that? Brenda, you surprised you in a cult? You don't tell me you surprised you're in a cult. You don't know you're in a cult? You're in a cult too, Brenda.
Real cult with human sacrifice and shit. All that.
You're in a cult too. Surprise.
Yeah, you can say words.
No, you can say words too. You're in a cult, Brenda.
It's true though.
It's true.
Yeah.
No, where am I
true.
lying? You're in a cult. Brenda, no, time out. You know what, Brenda? You know how I know you're in a cult? You're in a cult because you believe some nonsense that we've already proven to be false.
Oh, where's the proof?
You don't want to talk about the.
If we're a cult,
where's the proof?
Who's the high priest?
Where's the proof?
Who's the guru?
Brenda is the high priestess.
Where's the proof?
Priest of the globe community. Brenda, you are in charge of the cult. We've given it to you a million times. Brenda, thank you for being here. I really enjoy you.
You've got nothing.
Sunday.
All you have is words. and
bless
fake
America.
laughter, right?
Get out of here, Frankenstein. Get out of here,
laughter.
Frankenberry. You
Fake
Frankenstein ass
laughter.
bitch. Shut up, Frankenstein.
You just-
Get out of here. I hate you. So yeah.
Brenda Gate.
That's probably the last time. Hey, I know it was very immature of me to do that, but we had to do that. I was thinking about it. I was
Glad you just went through the ceiling on him.
I said, get out of here. Vanished.
Yeah, that's human sacrifice.
Glad you've been way too nice to him, is what you've been.
Man, I do my best to be nice. And then when Brenda starts saying silly stuff, it's like, all right, no more nice. No more to Mr. Nice Guy. Goodbye. But welcome to the chat, Dave. Welcome. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. Now, okay, so I think I've beaten Flat Earth and from a Black perspective into the ground. I think I've beaten it into the ground. And I think you guys kind of get my point. But this is something that I think is important for the future for you guys to see for yourselves. So you're not taken by surprise when you see a lot of Black people getting on other Black people like me and Black Lightning up in here, right? You're going to see a lot of us getting trashed. And then you're going to hear or Black Light, excuse me. We're going to be getting trashed by our people from our own community because we agree with the truth. We see what the truth is for what it is. Now, it's hard to understand if you're not Black, but because we are Black and we are part of the community, this is stuff that we see all the time. And other people that don't understand, you don't know what you don't know. So many people don't understand the importance of the flat earth. But now that you guys understand my take on it and why I feel it's important, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to let it alone. Go ahead, Sam.
There's another way to say it. If you say that the Black community can reject you for your beliefs, for what you understand about flat earth, so maybe it's not your community. Maybe that community has been stolen from you. You understand? It's been stolen by the other side because if it was your community, that will stick with you. If they don't, just like me, there are a lot of Jews that are anti-Jews and so they don't belong to my community. I don't care if they're Jewish. I don't care. You understand? The same thing. If being Black is not just enough to belong to a community. It's like it's an old thing. It's an old. Again, the thing is that you cannot be a good Black or a good Jew, a good Christian or good whatever if you're not a good human being. And if you reject the truth, actually, you lose your humanity. So at that point, you cannot be like part of any a community if you're not a human being. If you lose what makes us humans, and what makes us human is to think, to reason, to check things out, to learn, to. So if these people just reject that, what do they belong to? You're the true community. You're the true Black community, not them.
This
is a way to see it also. So you have to maybe fight for them. That try to help them wake up. But that's why I'm saying that this whole war around flat Earth is about who's human and who's not. It's not about who you are, what you believe in. It's like it's about
I feel you, Sam. Here's the reality from my perspective, what I could tell you, and then I'm going to address what it is you just said here a little bit ago, ABC. So me being who I am, right, and being in the community for as long as I've been in the community, like I see things from a perspective, and I'm just being honest, right? And then there are many others like myself that are, but the difference between me and some of us is that they're scared. They're scared to come out and say that the earth is flat, and so they'll agree with the mainstream media. You saw that again with the thing that happened in 2020, right? With the shot. A lot of Black people knew that it wasn't good for you. But because there was so much peer pressure from the outside, especially from other white, you're one of those conspiracy theorists that don't believe that the shot is good for you? Oh, you think it's bad? It's like, they'd get scared and they'd be like, oh, no. I just think, maybe. It's like, no, they didn't come out with their chest and say, yes, I think it's bad. So they got scared and they just went along to get along. And some of them went as far as to go ahead and get the shot as well. So the reason, and like, I saw that, I got to see it real time, and it was even my own family that fell victim to the lies and the bullshit, right? And so the reason I take such issue with this in the flat earth is because I see this happening again. And to me, that experience of 2020, it infuriates me so much that for people to truly understand how bad it is when we do that, they need to go back to 2020. And people kind of want to gloss over 2020 like it didn't happen. It's like, no, we need to talk about that. And we need to talk about how we as a community acted and why it's relevant and why it reflects what we're dealing with now. You understand what I'm saying? And so if it's hard to explain if you're not in those shoes, you know what I'm saying? So like, I understand what it is you're saying. I totally get what it is you're saying. But if you're not in those shoes, it's hard to see it from that perspective because you ain't never been there. Or it's hard to explain it. You can't explain it from that perspective because you've never been in this perspective to really get to experience from there. But being in this community, there is, when you don't believe a certain way, kind of like you see it when it came to the election. There were those that voted for Trump, those that voted for Kamala, right? If you voted for Trump and you were black, you were looked at as a type of person. Me, I didn't vote for neither. Both of them are clowns in my world. I didn't vote for neither of them. I hate them both, right? But if you were a black person and you voted for Trump, people talk bad about you. But if you were a black person, you voted for Kamala Harris, who already stated she ain't black. But to me, that's neither here nor there. If you're a black person, you voted for Kamala, nobody got on your case. Even though both of them are both evil, they're both poisonous to the whole world. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just people that are just misinformed. But the problem with the people that are misinformed is that there's just such a huge amount of people that are misinformed.
So the whole point is our role to save everybody, to wake up everybody. I don't think so. I think we should wake up just the best of them, the best of us, the elites of the flat earthers, the elite of people, the best of the best.
How do you know who those are?
Well, it's very simple.
How do you know which ones are those?
Well, I tell you how. When you see that people are willing to sacrifice themselves, to spend their time, their money, their reputation, to fight for the truth, to promote the truth, you're already, close to the to the good people, because it's not easy. Most people don't give a shit. They don't care about, like the truth. They care about themselves. So, when you care about others, and when you not only care, but you fight for others, and you pay for that, and you pay with your time, with your efforts, with everything you got, with everything you are, to promote truth. So that makes you, somehow superior to most of the people that don't do that, that don't care, that don't give a shit. You understand? So that's a way to differentiate between people, distinguish between people. And then after that, of course, there are other qualities. But for me, when I look at the flat earth people, and I see how much they invest themselves. Look at Vlad here. How many hours? How many thousands of hours you put on the internet? Do you make money out of this? You don't make any money out of this. You just spend money. You're not losing time because you promote the truth, but it doesn't. It's hard. It's not easy.
It's tough. It's tough.
Me too. I'm not rich guy and everything, but I'm gonna fight. Yeah. And this makes us, somehow, better people. If we can do that, if we can choose to help people and to fight for others, which most people don't. They don't care. So that's the way you can distinguish between people, first of all. And then there are other ways, but that's what I think.
No,
it's valuable.
I feel you. And I think that anybody that can gravitate, and I'll be honest with you, anybody that could switch their mind, because I think that's hard all in itself, to change how it is you think. You know what I'm saying? And accept something that's totally different from the paradigm that you've accepted all your life. That's hard. So for anybody, it doesn't matter what color you are, for anybody to accept the earth as it truly is, I commend them. But it's like we're so few in numbers, you know what I'm saying, that to find us is almost like a rarity. So you have your bro Sanchez's, you've got our brother Black Lightning in here, you've got Flat Earth Fudge. I think one more quarter might have been black as well. I don't know. Like they ain't too many of us around, right? They ain't too many of us around. So when you find somebody that's kind of similar to you in the community, you're like, oh wow, I'd like to hear what your story is, because maybe it's close to mine. Like I think everybody's story getting into the flat earth is interesting, but it takes on a different life and a different appeal when you hear it from somebody like, especially me being black, like when I hear from somebody that's black, because I know the shit that they had to deal with just being black. And now now on top of that, you a flat earther too. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it great, just to make my life more interesting. So it's like you guys already know, being a flat earther it's not that it's hard, but it's interesting because of the looks that we get, the way people talk about us and everything else. The only thing that is our saving grace is that we know what this place is not. You understand what I'm saying? And those that don't know, they're just going to show up to the party late. We're at the party. We're at the place that we know the party's going to be here. They don't know why we're standing at the location of where the party's going to be going on at. But only time will basically vindicate us. That is what I'm positive about. But in the meantime, and in between time, it's hard. I'm not going to lie to you. It's tough. And it's tough having to always tell somebody or explain to somebody, why this earth is the way it is. And not that it's hard and that, it's just time consuming. And kind of like what you said, Sam, ain't nobody making money off of this, but we're so in, I don't know what the word is. I don't know what it is, but when you want to give the truth so bad, like you don't care if you're making money. It's kind of like those people that go out and they stand on the side and they preach the gospel. Whether you agree with the gospel or not, they feel the truth is so important to them that they'll be on the side of the road in the cold. And I see them in New York all the time, right? I see them in New York all the time, and some people don't like it. I get it. But they're preaching it like they see it. They're preaching it like they think the truth is. And so we come on YouTube and we do the same thing. I think Austin Whitsitt was out on the street with his billboard doing his thing, right, 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. So there are those of us that feel so strongly about the truth that we'll go through damn thick and thin and, the craziest of crazies just to tell it like it is. But that's my plane landing right there. And I'm sorry about that, guys. I know I got a little bit long-winded, but tonight's an interesting night.
It should be hard anyways. It should be hard. Everything that's good, you have to, deserve it. You have to fight for it. What's easy usually is evil. Easy goes with evil, usually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's
truth
true.
is tough. It's hard to accept. It's hard to, it's not comfortable. It stinks. Truth is tough, man. Always at every level. But it's good.
Yeah.
It's like a medicine, you just don't like to take it, but, it's going to fix you. It's going to.
It is, and it's necessary, I guess. Now, Mikey Mike.
Yes, what's happening?
Now we have Mike on the show, y'all. If you don't know, and I thank you guys for coming on. Mike has quite a bit that he needs to show us and kind of explain. But Mike, I want you to have the floor and take as much time as you need and go ahead and explain what you're going to show, please.
Yeah, and again, if anybody needs to ask any questions, go right ahead. Just interrupt. And I know that Samuel wanted to have me on his show there, and
maybe tomorrow.
Check out my crazy stuff I've got here. So I'll just set up my stuff here. Share screen. I've got hopefully all in a line here. So I'm going to start off with, we were showing pictures of the firmament last time, and of course the star Polaris, and I have a better picture of Polaris. So we're going to start off with that, and we will show that. You can see that it looks like kind of like a spindle of some sort, like I want to zoom in. Oh, here we go. I can zoom in down here. Or what? Am I zooming in? No, that's not. What the heck? Oh, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's at least the top of it is really defined. Now, for those of the people out there with P900s and P1000s, I need to make a statement that you cannot just assume any night you can go out and record a clear star when there are no clouds. There is way too much moisture in the sky for anything to be happening. I've been waiting for a clear sky since last January, okay, last year. That's with no moisture, okay? We have, last night was supposed to be clear, tonight's clear, but again, that does not mean that the stars are clear, okay? So this is 100% Polaris. And like I said, some nights it's this direction, so it does rotate like a top that's spinning out of power or losing its energy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's going to be off to the angle of this side. I haven't gotten it straight up, but I know it's this way and that way. So that's 100% Polaris for those of you who do not know what Polaris looks like, because you've been too busy watching P1000 videos.
and let me add, I'm sorry for that, but let me add that looking at your camera footage of what the of what that shows you right there, I checked on images, Google Images for that, for those things that you're showing. I couldn't find anything. Is there anybody else out there that has these?
No, because they keep using these P1000 show cameras. I have one. I don't use it for the stars anymore. I only use it for the sun and the moon. And everybody on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube is sharing other people's videos too of these. And I'll show you. I'll go back. Let me show you. I should have started with that in the first place. So let me go to my banjo pictures here. So this is what the P1000 is recording. This garbage right here. Okay, so this is the Star Sirius.
Gotcha.
And this is
what's going on, Porter.
When there's too much moisture in the air still. So there's too much humidity, even with my binoculars to catch. So it goes from that. Okay, so this is too much moisture. This is why everybody thinks that stars are in water, which they are not. The water is above the firmament, not below. The water below is here in the oceans. And then when you get a clear night, obviously the Star Sirius will look like this, which takes months and months and months to get on a clear night.
Oh my goodness. Look at just guys. All right, so let's look at this thing. I know I've been crying about it and acting like a baby about it. I got all kinds of crap that you guys were talking about, but this is important, guys. I wouldn't even know how to approach this if somebody told me that this is what Sirius looks like. Now, another question for you, Mike, is that you're saying this is what Sirius looks like, but are there any other stars that look like this? And you don't have to answer right now. You can kind of lead into that.
Yeah,
but,
sure. Exactly.
Sirius.
Yeah, so that's the Star Sirius. And then again, you've seen the videos from P1000s. I don't have to pretend that, I don't have to show you that. You know, everybody shows these videos of, oh, geez, where did that go? I gotta go to firmament here. And yeah, so, and again, like I said, so there's literally 3 nights out of the last 2 years that I've caught in clear stars. 3 nights, guys. Okay, so I'm getting frustrated with like David Weiss, obviously. Any bigger channel is showing stars. TikTok channels are showing stars. Oh, look at this star. It looks like it literally looks like they're recording a light in water. Yes, because you're filming through all of that humidity in the air, the moisture, whatever it is, cow farts, whatever you want to call it. There is something in the air. And
David Weiss's favorite star is
and this one right here, this one, that's Arcturus. That's Arcturus. That one's my favorite.
Actually, you should show them the wiggles, bro. Show them the wiggles on the moon. That'll really mess their head up.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna get
to that one at a time. Easy, one at a time. You know what I'm saying? I gotta favor it up.
Yeah, so this is Capella. So every big star, even in Orion's belt, at least hopefully, I haven't got Orion's belt 1000% clear yet, but this is Capella. So every big star.
All right, yo, time out. Somebody, Mikey, is that you? Or is that you, David, with the craziness in the background? Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can still hear it, but yeah, somebody got their mic on or something.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but so yeah, this is Capella. So every big bright star, Capella, Arcturus, Vega, will generally look like this. I didn't get the frequency coming out the back here didn't show up on this, but you can see that there's some kind of an energy. I call it a frequency, and then it shoots out this hole here, or it creates another hole. Just like it's exactly the same thing as this. Just so this part didn't show up on Capella for some reason. And that was on the same night that I caught the screenshot of a video that I've taken. These are all videos or screenshots from videos, and so then if we go over to that's Capella, and then I'll show you what I mean by yeah. So this is let's go with where's a different star here. I think this one is Proctor or Procellin or something. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But again, you can tell that the star is not 100% clear. You know.
What? Yes.
But there is some definition to it. So you can tell that there's a frequency on the bottom, frequency on the top. And again, I'll zoom right in, and you can almost see there's like a white dot there and a white dot there. So that's probably reflection off the firmament. And I'm guessing that the firmament dips down. So this this has to be solid. At least that's what it shows in some of my videos. This is dripping down like ice or something. Anyways, and then it creates this the inner source of the frequency, and then it shoots it out here. And I've even I've got videos of these showing frame by frame. So
okay, all right, good. So let me ask you: are the way they look? They all look as if they're the same color. And if I'm mistaken, please correct me.
Yeah, that's a good question. That reminds me of something too. So okay, I'm going to show you.
Well, Sirius looks like a rainbow. It changes from like orange all the way up to purple at the top, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And there are. Where's my double picture here? There's. Okay. Where's my other one here? The one that looks like.
You know what it reminds me? It reminds me of well, that's my job because I'm selling LED lights to people, like LED strips and flood lights and everything. And it reminds me a little bit the LED light, how it's done. That means you have like a square thing, and then you have like two cables, like the negative and positive cable.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The head on the top
on both sides. So it's just
That's
like just.
So again, this is what I mean. How, of course, this looks like. I'll show you the pictures of the firmament, and it looks exactly like this kind of surface here. And again, you can see it in behind here too. But in my videos and pictures, this white light or dot appears.
Oh,
so
you think that's where it's coming? You think it's actually emanating towards the inside from the firmament? That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to really like. I thought it was probably connected here, but I'm pretty sure because that's pretty a weak connection if it's only.
You're right. It looks like a plasmatic, like a flare or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, flare or something rather. But I have one that the colors are reversed.
They're definitely three-dimensional. We just got to get that on camera, right?
Yeah, I got to get more equipment for that to happen. But.
But how big that is? How big that is? Like in reality, like
Oh yeah, it would be. They're tiny. That's another good question. So okay, let me go over to my.
I don't think that big. It's small.
Okay. Yeah, no, they're tiny. They're not okay. So I'm gonna.
So question. I hate to have to steal your thunder, but it's kind of like when you said they're tiny. What do you mean they're tiny? Like they're like a foot and a half big. They're like
I would say, but that's what would I say?
10-30 meters.
Yeah. No, less than a foot.
Less than a foot.
Oh, sure.
How can it be visible?
Yeah.
How could you see that less than a foot?
Okay, well then I'm zoomed into the firmament here. So how big is this light right here?
Bro, I don't even. I don't know. See, that's the thing is I wouldn't know how to make these measurements. I'm not going.
Yeah, no, I know that. But the thing is, like here, I got the full picture of this one here. This is the full image. Yeah, that one was just zoomed in. So when you zoom in, you can see how tiny everything is. Like there's
should
just
be a way to do it though, Mikey. If you use those binoculars on the ground, like on a level surface, on a clear day, and you measure and you put up a sign, and then you zoom in, you look at the sign.
Okay.
How big it gets, maybe you can kind of figure out.
Okay. Yeah. Good point. Yeah, I should do that. Yeah. And
that's the only way I know of that you'd be able to get any kind of measurement from like a telescope or something like that. Or
for sure. Yeah. And the reason why I say that, because when we zoom in here, all these little, like they look like tadpoles swimming in the water or something. But
right.
All these little.
I've seen that in NASA footage.
Like that looks tiny. That looks tiny to me. Like they all look tiny. Like they can't be 10 feet. That would be ridiculous to me. 5 feet. They would have to be a foot or less. I don't know. Maybe a few inches. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, but how about the energy? They need energy to be able to be bright like this. So that's to take power from some kind of power source.
Yeah. And then
maybe the dome itself.
Yeah, and then so on the other live stream, I was comparing the surface here that looks exactly like the moon. These look like the same craters, if you want to call them that, and they have half crescent shadow shapes, just like the frickin' moon. And I did a side-by-side comparison, and it's literally the same. Like, tell me that's not the surface of the moon, and I'll go home. I'll go to bed and shut up.
Wow.
Yeah. So you said that before, bro, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" But now that you're saying it again, now I'm starting to see what you mean. It kind of looks like there's pits in it. Yeah, that is creepy. That's a trip. Yeah. Maybe that's why the moon looks like that. That's a weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So then to add on to what you just said, Ryan, and to add on to what you just said, Mikey, do you then think that it's possible that the firmament is what's actually moving?
Yeah. Oh, of course the firmament's moving. Yeah.
I would say that it's either that or I mean, I don't know, but just based on what I've seen, what Mikey's showing me, I would say that that'd just be my thought. I don't know. I can't prove it, but
I would love to get a video of this. I'm gonna try my damnedest whenever I get a clear night. I want a video of this somehow. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it's easy to take pictures. I can do it anytime. It's my phone just captures it and away you go. And I'll just move on to it. Oh yeah,
insane.
Mikey, I was going to ask you.
There's actual information showing that it is the sky that moves. In fact, in ECEF, the Earth-centered Earth fixed coordinate system, it shows there's an inner accelerative centripetal force that increases 100 volts per meter in rating, and it has a vector, right? So it's turning in a certain direction, and that's from east to west. No.
Like, welcome, brother. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah.
And it's actually recordable. I mean, it's an energy. The whole barrier above us is moving.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay. So here's my thing, and this is another one that I really like. This is another one of your pictures that I really like, Mikey.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. How do we see other than of course we see the stars changing position? How do we see the actual? My thing is, you see how you've got the pitting in the firmament, what appears to be pitting. My thing is the next step. They hear a couple of things: is negatives, flipping that inside out and getting negatives of it. That's one. Two, and seeing if you could leave your camera up there with the aperture open or whatever it is, to where you could see the change in. To see it move, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how people train their cameras on Polaris, leave the aperture open, and then they'll see the other stars around it moving. I wonder if you could do the same thing with the firmament. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I can get a time lapse of it with my phone.
Yes,
night mode. Yeah, that would be cool. Wow.
There is something in the in the Torah that I remember now. You know what we say in Judaism? I don't know if you guys are being taught that in Christianity, but in Egypt, when there was a plague of the obscurity there, when everything got dark, it is said that the obscurity was so intense that you could touch it, that it was solid. Actually,
it's a white spot, Mikey.
Yeah, that's interesting, because now I see that the obscurity, around these lights, seems solid.
Yeah,
it's like it's funny. It's
that's what I was pointing at. I was like, what is that white spot? It looks like a
yeah,
cloud.
yeah. No, this is not from my phone or the camera or the binoculars. So I'm gonna hopefully try to get that again to prove myself right.
So it is something. There is something there. Then it's not just.
Yeah, exactly. And so there's another topic here we can probably quickly talk about is comets. I watched a actual video of someone who has a huge telescope recording the last comet that was there in the summer or the spring or fall.
Well, there's a comet that should be in the sky right now.
Yeah,
it's Atlas once again. I don't know if it's there still, but here's the thing: there's Atlas. Plus, I think it's either tomorrow or it's Tuesday where we're going to have the planetary alignment.
Yeah.
So now this is a prime time if you can. I don't know if you can. I'm praying to God that you can or something for you to get these things in alignment.
Sure. Yeah. And the thing with comets, I reviewed it on one of my live streams.
Right.
I watched. Okay, so if these things are going thousands of miles an hour whipping by the sky,
right,
we should only see them for a minute or two. But yet this guy recorded this comet, and literally throughout his video, like I'll use this as an example. So if this white smudgy thing was the comet,
right,
it would not move. In the difference between this star and here, it would have not moved within that video. So I don't think comets are separate from anything. I think they're fixed in the firmament, and they go with the firmament.
So it's part of it's like part of the movie.
Part of the
story.
timepiece.
Exactly.
It's part of the timepiece.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
If you take a good look, it looks like they are like connected between
Yeah, I
them.
know, yeah,
all
yeah,
those
yeah,
lines are
yeah.
like connections between the dots.
looks
There's
like
no
a
lines like in the
looks like a
especially
painting is what it
like right here, like this box here.
Looks like somebody said it. I think Harmon is the one that said it looks like a circuit board.
Yeah.
Circuit board. Yeah, there's something. There's 100%. There is energy coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
In order to light them. So maybe that dark matter there is like the powering these things.
Think about it.
Yeah. Let me give you some more.
And then there's this squiggly line here, which is
my goodness.
Yeah, it's like there's plasma. It's like there's some
and
kind
then,
of
and then
charges.
look at this, guys. Like you cannot. If this was out of focus or I shook my camera, whatever you want to come up with, how would I get this perfectly square box here?
That is a trip. I just noticed it was a box right as you were pointing it. I was like, wait a minute, I see an image back in there.
Yeah, like it's square. It's four.
Yeah, it's
four
almost like
straight
there's
lines.
like it has texture.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
And it looks like, I don't know if there's three, but it looks like three. There's one.
Be the windows of heaven. Who knows?
Hey,
that's
you know
what they say. They say there's windows up there. Maybe that's.
I was gonna say, you know what? That's right now. I wouldn't even.
And
I
yes,
wouldn't say that you're
if you
wrong.
tried to touch it, it would shock you more than
Oh.
likely.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah.
So what
one
would
thing
you,
is,
It would give you a good zap.
well, the panel
Yeah.
goes to say it's a fluidic medium, though. And you mentioned that something, there's only water in the ocean because the daytime images are showing like it's rippling. And I get how it's two different images, one at night and one in the day. But
Yeah.
still, would you concede to say it's a fluidic medium, a background medium?
This it would have to be a solid, I think.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah,
see
it looks-
fluid here because
I
when
think
I
that's what.
yeah.
I was gonna say
So-
that's why you would need to get that 24-hour
It's
thing.
a-
That way you
Yes.
can see if it's looping and if it's the same. If it's the
Super
same.
fluid.
Yes, really good point. And you want to know something? I bought into the notion that even though in the Bible it says God hammered it out, right, the firmament, and it's like spread out like a mirror and stuff like that. Like I've been buying into the whole. Well, it's like a plasma, like it
Signet ring
transitions
pressed in
from
clay.
a water to the thing, right? So I bought into that. I was like, oh, there's a possibility, but I'm still, even though I'm still open to possibilities, just looking at this, it's like confirming what the scriptures are saying. It just further confirms more of what it is we've been reading.
That's
And
why
so-
I love this stuff. It's so
yes.
awesome.
And so what it is now, somebody, I think it was Flat Earth Warriors said, Flat Earth Warriors brought up a good point. But the end of what he said kind of threw me off. He said, hey, maybe we should go fund me a balloon trip, or you know, with those individual balloons, those balloons that you send up to show this thing.
What is that?
And then, you know, have a camera at the top of the balloon looking at the firmament.
Mike, did you find the cables yet?
But then getting a sample of the firmament.
These are the moons of Jupiter.
Really?
Yep.
Whoa.
I got another. This
that is weird.
Those are stars. Yeah, that's the Jupiter is right here. There's brightness over here. I just wanted to zoom into these, and
that's weird. You know, I saw something the other day. I think it was Jim Anus that had a video, and he showed them they were in a string, and it looked like they were beads on a string spinning or wiggling. It was weird. I was like,
did you say bees or beads?
No, beads. You know, like a pearl necklace. You know, like how there's a bead and then there's a gap, and then that's what it looked like. It really looked like that they were lined up, and it looked like somebody had taught a string, and those little things were like the planets or whatever you want to call those stars were like little beads on the necklace, and it looked like they were spinning. It looked weird, and I was like, "What is that?" This even makes me think the same thing. Only I'm seeing a little bit different type of image, though. But it seems to be the same. They're in line just like that, like it was in the other thing. So it makes me think that this is something. I don't know. This is just weird.
Yeah, there was a question in the comments there about changing the light. Oh, there it is. The light.
Okay. Yes. Somebody mentioned. Oh, I apologize. They said to change it, go to Microsoft. I think it was New World Order.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm on top of it, man. I'm on top of it, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. No.
Give me 1 second. I'm emailing myself the picture right now of what he's talking about.
Okay. Yeah. So
if you invert it, you can see details in the black that you didn't see before. Yeah, that's the whole idea. I think is what he's saying.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yes, and so somebody also mentioned on our last episode, Mike, you remember where they were like, "This is probably why they keep spraying up the skies and stuff, filling it with all this freaking barium and stuff like that."
Because they don't want us to see through it.
Exactly.
Don't, and we're actually able to now with the lenses we have.
Yes, but
we should start building our own lens.
And you see, this is a testament to what it is everybody in the flat earth community has been talking about. When they say, hey, a lot of these experiments, you could do it on yourself. Mikey Smith, I don't know what kind of camera you were using, but I think I heard you say that you use the camera phone along with the binoculars, correct?
Yeah, that's exactly what he does. He's got it mounted.
So, you don't need this big old telescope in the middle of, Puerto Rico and the middle of Hawaii and all this extravagant equipment that they keep referring to. Like if you just use a little bit of your imagination and just a little bit of drive, you can achieve these things too, and you could achieve greater things. Man. And look at how crazy this is. Oh my goodness. What are we looking at over here?
Yeah, the same picture with the Milky Way in the firmament,
Hey,
all I do is go into a CapCut and change the light contrast. That's all I do.
What's up, Porter? And then we're going to go back to what you just said, Mikey.
Look, I just wanted to say that I do believe it's solid as well. I just had a theory that I've been kind of like formulating in my head now for about 5 years. Yeah. And it was that partly fluid as it goes up because we know there's vapor in the air. So I'm not going against him. I believe it's solid. I believe it's hammered out. I take the Bible literal. So I think that's the real thing. And I just wanted to say that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now seeing all right. So from what we understand about the earth to this point, right? Okay, it's flat and it's solid, this ground. And then you have the seas, the waters down below, and then we're told about the seas above the firmament. Cool. Now you have the firmament, but before you get to the firmament, we go through a pressure gradient or we go through a fluid gradient, right? So below our feet, we have seawater. And that sea or water, right? That seawater is so dense that it can't rise. And so it falls below our feet. And then above that, we have the air that we breathe, breathable air. And then above that, we have thinner air, but it's still fluid, right? It's still an air and it's still fluid. Maybe we can't breathe it, but things that could take that kind of air and extract some kind of O2 from it can still breathe it, like birds and stuff like that, or even eagles, right? They can breathe it with no problem. You climb higher, and the higher you climb, a couple of things happen, right? We start to what they call is off gas. as human beings, when you off gas, that basically means that the gas that you're breathing, it starts to leave your skin. So this is why we, God bless you, but this is why we get drier at higher altitude. This is why, you know, our skin gets more chapped and our skin becomes drier at a higher altitude. It's because we're starting to give off gas.
Look at
that. Basically, we're starting to boil.
All right.
You understand? And so the higher we climb, like say we're like at 75,000 feet, we're not going to breathe. We're not going to be able to breathe then.
Right.
So this is where they say in like the periodic table, this is where they say ether is. Like ether is at those heights right before you touch the firmament or right before you start touching the solid stuff. And so I think that maybe if there is a fluid, maybe there's some form of a fluid. I don't know. Right. But we saw something. I think they hinted at something when we saw the Hennessy commercial, where you saw them fall up into I guess you could say fall up into the ocean. Fall up into the ocean and into the eyeball, and then you saw it looked trippy. I think they were hinting at something, perhaps, but then go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think that we live in an eye. That's what I think it is. I think there's a hole in the top and there's a hole in the bottom of it. And it looks just like an eye, and I bet that it can actually focus too. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
That's pretty cool thought.
But think about it. Look at your eyeball. Look at the inside of your eyeball and the way it's shaped. It has a dome over the top of it. It has a flat area in the center, and then it has a hole in the middle of it, doesn't it?
Yes.
So think about it. Why wouldn't the Earth be the same?
You know what?
Yeah,
and those
I do know. It sounds
Those-
crazy, but I'm telling you, it would align with a lot of things. It would make a lot of things make sense.
I've got
a lot of how we're built has a lot to do with what this earth is.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of how
That's
like
true.
our fingerprints, the calic in our hair. You know, like you said, the eyeballs and everything. There's a fish, even the fish in the sea, right? There's this weird fish. It's not a sea anemone, right? But it's this weird thing. I remember anytime I would dive, well, not anytime, but every once in a while I would dive, it would be pitch black, right? My light would go out, and then I would basically have to work underwater without any light. Every once in a while, I would catch something in the corner of my eye. Right, I'd barely catch it, and then I would like basically have to let my eyes just rest and go lazy, and then I would see this thing float in front of me, and then what I would do is I would grab at it. I wouldn't grab it too hard because I would probably miss it. So I was wearing gloves. I wasn't worried about it. I was wearing neoprene gloves at the time. I would grab this sea thing, and it was a translucent, like not even a fish. It wasn't even a jellyfish. It was a weird thing. I would squeeze it. I would squeeze it a little bit. You would have arcing and sparking going throughout it, like lightning. It was the craziest fish I've seen in my life. It's something out of an episode of SpongeBob. Seriously, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that reminds me of a SpongeBob episode.
Yeah.
So it moved. The light would move through his body.
It would spark. It would.
In other words, him touching it caused it to ground, and there was electricity involved.
Exactly. It was like I was touching one of those plasma balls. And so touching it, it's crazy.
That would have freaked me out, dude.
And squeezing it, you would see the lightning arcing and sparking in this fish. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So when I think about that fish, I think about things like the firmament. Right. I think about things that the firmament could be, the possibilities of what the firmament could be. Not saying that that's what the firmament is, but just the mere constitution of that weird fish that I was grabbing. I had no idea of what was in my hands at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking the firmament. Look, man, we're getting closer though.
I know why he only uses 3 to 4 times zoom on his phone. It's because he wants to only use the optical part of his phone so that it doesn't. Because otherwise it'll go digital and then it'll zoom digitally, and that'll ruin it because then you're looking at pixels instead of the actual image. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so there's a lot. Mikey's a smart dude. Like I don't think a lot of people realize like that he figured this out. He figured this out on his own, and there's still a lot more to it that he's trying to figure out too. That we've all helped him by give him information and ask him questions. Like I mentioned that we should get a 3D render out of it. If he's got binoculars, we should get 2 phones up there and align them, so that we could put them both onto one screen, and you could use a 3-dimensional TV, and you'd be able to see a 3D image of it. It'd be a lot easier to tell what it is and what kind of depth it has if you could see it in 3 dimensions.
Okay,
When you look at it through the binoculars without the phone, I think Mikey told me that you can almost see it this big. It's not. It gets a little bigger with the camera, but basically you can see it just through the binoculars like this.
So let me ask you something. With the binoculars, the way it is, because it's two of them. What if you had a monocle, I guess you could say, or a monocular, with the same zoom power as a binocular?
I'm not sure if they make them, but yeah, I guess it's possible.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know they make them. I've tried that. The issue, what I like about the binoculars is I can have my phone mounted on the one eyepiece, and I can look through the other one, so I can look through there and find this. Well, I can find any star within. Yeah, within seconds. It doesn't take long at all for me. I've looked at the sky so many freaking times.
Because they're focused on the same spot, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So Donald Piasek said spotting scope, which that's not a bad idea. That's actually a good idea.
Those are good, but trust me, these binoculars that he's got, they're huge, dude. They're like
they're
like a foot and a half long. They're insane.
Like 20 pounds or something crazy like
that.
It
weighs. Yeah, they weigh enough that you can't hold them up.
Yeah, 10 pounds anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they cost about $300 or $400 if you buy them online, even just used. Even they're not cheap, but I mean, a good telescope will cost you that much. So the way I look at it is, it's worth it to buy a set of those. I just can't seem to find one in my area that are actually made by a good company. They sell all kinds of them online, but they're all just off brand, and I don't want one that's going to leak and not be sealed and all that stuff. So I'm holding out for somebody to offer one up on like OfferUp or something, so I can get my hands on one.
Wow. So now that we're seeing this, every time people show the stars, they show like the blurred up star, and it looks like you think it's in water or something like that. That totally threw now that I'm starting to see this, I'm like, oh man, but you know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know. So I don't fault guys for showing that. But now that we're starting to come a little bit further into what this place isn't and what those things in the sky are not, like, this is I think this needs a little bit more attention. Like, so seeing those stars, like what you just showed right there, Mikey.
Yeah, I want to know why is that Mikey gets this image and it doesn't look like a big circle spinning with these things. It is flickering the same way, but you notice like there's a difference. I want to know, why is it? I mean, how much is a telescope really changing the light? It really does make me wonder. It makes me want to test this.
Oh yeah, it has nothing to do with the telescope.
In the daylight or something.
Yeah. Well, it's the moisture in the air. It's the moisture in the air.
You think that's what it is, really?
And the telescope just takes a wider view of the sky. That's all it's doing. I don't want to see the entire sky through a telescope. I want to see one individual star and zoom in.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to be able to focus. Yeah,
and that's what I figured out.
So, Mikey, the Gene Splice asked
P1000.
Yeah, my bad, Mikey. So Gene Splice asked a question right there. I don't want to steal your thunder. I'd like for you to answer in however detail you want. And he says, has anyone else in the world been able to replicate either the binocular setup and pictures, or the pictures with any other magnification device and camera? Mikey is saying negative. No.
I haven't seen anybody do it. No. Because everybody resorts to the P1000. They just bow down to the P1000, say a few prayers, and this is, see, that's all.
So how can that transform to just the light, though? You get what I'm saying? How can that transform to what you're showing?
Well, most of oxygen is water, is it not? Moisture?
Well, not oxygen. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the breathable air.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
different
breathable
air.
Yeah, this is garbage. There's way too much humidity in the air for the camera to focus on the star. And then and that's why I was showing that with this picture here. So that video that I just showed you is this mess through my binoculars. This is what my binoculars will record. It's the exact same thing.
So how does the medium in which it's passing through make a perfect, like, megahertz geometrical shape?
Only in dry air.
So the air is forming the geometrics, or is it?
No. You have to record when there's no moisture in the air.
Right, I get it.
What if it's really, really cold? Does that draw the moisture out of the air, or does it make it
No.
worse?
We still got 75% humidity, and it was minus 40 degrees overnight.
So Mikey, tell them the conditions for you, the best conditions, the optimal conditions in which you would be capturing these things. Go ahead, man.
Very, very, very low humidity, 0. Like I'm trying to get to Nevada because they've only got 20% humidity.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We've got
Death Valley's
80% humidity. You might as well just film the star through a pool. Like it's crazy. Oh, there's yeah.
So you could compare them though, because there are some that have variants like
Look at that.
different. It makes different oscillations. You get what I'm saying? So there's something to learn through both. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
amazing. I never knew that.
That's okay. So here's a couple of things. Like if we look at the one on the right, it looks like it's connected, like a connect the dots type thing.
Looks like somebody's been playing tic-tac-toe to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like an octothorpe. So there's that, but also kind of like what you bring up a really good point, Porter, right? And so okay, before I get into that, Maria says there's the Ghost Sky scope, right? You can also do that with the Ghost Sky scope too, Vlad, is what Maria says. So if you don't know what the Ghost Sky scope, I have, you can punch it in. It looks like
Also
a spotting
$200.
scope. Yeah, looks like a spotting scope, and thank you for that, Maria Walker. But also, basically, what you said, Porter, right? I think what would be in order would be to see this thing, right, and to see it real time, to video it real time, and to see it pulsate, and then compare that to another star, and then compare that to a bunch of other stars, and see if there's any rhyme or reason to what it is they're doing. Because don't they mention that in the scriptures? Don't they say in the scriptures that they basically sing God's praises?
Yes.
The stars in the sky, they're doing.
I wanted to mention something too.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that sees the face at the bottom of this one on the right? Do you see the face in there? You see the mouth? There's a chin, there's a mouth, there's a nose, and there's even eyes.
Yes. It looks like eyes.
It looks like
and
a guy
mouth.
with a beanie cap on.
Right here, yeah.
And I've seen these faces at the top too. I've seen them on both sides. I've seen plenty of Mikey's videos, and every time I've seen this face that rolls back and looks at you and smiles. I've seen it a couple of different times. I'm not sure if Mikey's seen it yet, but I'm telling you, it looks like a face. It's weird looking.
All right, hopefully that's not hyperdolia,
But if these are entities like the Bible says, then they would have faces. Why wouldn't they?
But if here's the thing. I know it sounds
crazy, but
we're attributing humanoid characteristics.
I know. Like I said, it's pareidolia, but I'm just saying I keep seeing these faces. And it's like normally I don't see faces in stars, but for some reason, ever since I started watching Mikey stuff, I'm like, why does it look like a face on the top? Why does it, it looks like it's moving, like it turns its head and looks at you sometimes. It's creepy.
Yeah. Imagine we saw one that we kind of zoomed into it and it said something like drink Ovaltine or something like that on it.
What's the guy's name that's doing this now? What's your name?
Mikey Smith.
Okay. Mike, could you find if you can get one with really dry air, get the same star, and then compare it with like high humidity. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool.
I'm still waiting for a day when there is no humidity. January.
Well, like he said, when the humidity is too high, you don't really get much. You just get these like cloudy looking things. Yeah, it's just
maybe not too high. I guess I don't know. It'd be hard to find out what humidity was with the oscillating one. That one that was going crazy. So there's no way of knowing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't record the humidity that day. I just was too excited about recording a star or so. But
I see what you're saying. You're saying that maybe it's a link, and maybe the reason why it flickers is because of the moisture. Yeah,
just to see what variable on density of the fluid that needs to be present. Because I noticed on some videos, and this is just what I've seen, some of them fluctuate and they have different like hertz. You know what I'm saying? Some at 7, some at 24, and it shows the actual geometrical shape of what its vibratory, resonance is and
frequency.
Yeah, and so maybe on different nights when it's clear, you can see what's making it. That may be coming off of it, going into the medium. You get what I'm saying? That's the connection.
You see the face? Do you see that face at the top? You see the smile, the nose, and the big huge eyes.
Like big bulb. So that. Yes, exactly. And so that when you see actually through the fluid medium, when it's more dense, you can see what it's pushing towards the Earth. That certain hertz. You get what I'm saying? It's wild. That's what
Now here's what's crazy. Here's what's crazy, because electricity travels better in a cold environment.
No, wait till you watch that video I've been trying to get you guys to watch, and you'll really understand why this is interesting.
Oh my goodness. So I'm looking at this thing, and because Sean Aoki says relative humidity in the summertime is 100% different. I agree. Yes. And so this is why also, Mikey, you said that it would be harder for you to see these things. It would be harder for you to see these things in the summertime. Like you have a hard time trying to see anything. Like you basically don't. Mm-hmm. So in the wintertime is when you see them best. Yes. Or in the cold.
Well, the first case. So this one, let me go back to this. So this, where's my pictures here? Side by side. Yeah. So this one here, this is the same. So this is Sirius. And this is the exact same star. That one, okay. And the one I just showed you here. So this one was April of 2023. Okay. This one, April, and this one, was November of last, so 2024.
Oh my goodness!
So I can't, because of all the fires in the summer. I didn't have a chance to record all summer, so it's either when the snow comes or it rains that I can only take pictures, because of the smoke in the air or the humidity. Humidity has to be down in order for me to. That's my theory right now, because yes. I've been going outside since since spring, and I can't get a clear star. I can kind of get them clear. They look more or less like this fuzziness kind of stuff, but that's not clear to me. I don't like this.
Right. Even though it looks different, it's still, anybody could come out, especially from the globe, would say, "Oh, well," kind of like when Brenda got over here and started talking mess, last time.
Well, yeah, like people say this is out of focus. No, my camera is always in focus. My phone. You take selfies all the time. It's always in focus, is it not?
Right, yeah, exactly.
And then I'm my binoculars. I always move the focus knob on the binoculars. I go to the left. I'm not stupid here. Okay, I go to the left. I go to the right. It's out of focus. I need to put it in focus. Like, I'm not stupid here. Like, I don't get people. Like, well, it's out of focus. It's chromatic aberration.
Well, I think what it is, Mikey, is they just don't understand how the process works. Because they're ignorant of how it works and what you do, and that you understand what you're doing. That's why they second guess you. That's
it's taken me 2 years, and I've had 3 or 4 clear nights. Like, come on, that's dedication. Going outside every clear night supposedly and getting nothing other than 3 or 4 clear nights.
Especially in the cold, man. I give you props, because my black ass after 10 minutes, I'm like, all right, man, I'm going inside, bro. This is hell no. After 10 minutes, I'm like, nah, man, I'm good.
Yeah, like I'm just checking the weather right now. It's cold, so it's minus 26 and feels like 41 with the wind chill. So good luck.
Oh my God!
I'm not going outside in shorts. Go ahead.
Where are you at?
Then
Canada, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, I got a friend up there.
You just got to pull a Jaron and go shirtless.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna throw up another. So here's I've got garbage that. The P1000. There's a P1000. Yeah. How do you like that?
And then we're told, and then, hey, you know what? And no fault to anybody that says these are solid evidence of the stars being where they are. But now that we know what the truth is, I think we could proceed now with confidence and say, hey, that is not what the stars are supposed to look like.
Exactly.
But I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing that we went through that process in order to properly see the stars. And you don't have to feel bad, people. I don't think you have to feel bad about us believing that the stars, that's what they look like. Because now Mikey showed us a better way to view the stars. You know what I'm saying? Dry skies. I don't know how often it is you get to see dry skies. Over here, we had snow recently. I would imagine that you don't get to see no dry skies with the snow coming down, so you wouldn't be able to get that.
But when you are, that's 33 light years away.
Oh yeah, probably more. But the thing is here we go. Individual stars. See, Lightning mentioned this right here. What do you think, Mikey?
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat here. Hold on.
No, he said, let me read it to you. He says,
Okay.
I'm with Mikey in his star videos.
Yeah.
When we see every individual star of the Little Dipper
Yes,
is when
yes.
Mikey gets his stars clear.
Yeah.
Southern countries need to see every star Orion's shield.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And okay, so speaking of that, let me go to the video now. You want to? Nobody. See, this is so crazy. Nobody has ever recorded Orion's belt as clear as I have ever. At least, honestly, showing you what it looks like. It's.
Okay.
I don't even know why. I don't even know. It's so. And I'm sitting here with all of this factual information of what stars look like, and I keep rolling across these stupid videos on TikTok and Facebook and shit like that, you know. And it's,
Dude,
it's
good
just
thing
like,
TikTok is taking a dump because now you get to get on something new, like Red Note.
What are you talking about? TikTok works.
No, people were saying that TikTok is gone or something, but I guess it. I don't know. I don't have TikTok.
They lied because it never went off as far as I know.
Oh.
Okay, so this is, yeah, I think let me.
That looks like serious.
So that's the middle. So all of the 3 stars in Orion's belt will look the same. So
really,
and I show you all of them, and nobody has ever done that. You know, nobody.
Oh my goodness.
And yet I'm sitting here talking on Dr. Pepper show when I should be talking on everybody else's show, you know, too. So, you know.
You should be on Dr. Oz's show.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
So that's
silly.
Orion's belt right there.
Well, I tried to convince you to go exclusive with me and Roger, but you weren't interested.
Wow.
That's the middle or the top, whichever one. And I named them
Yes.
at the top, you know. And then I eventually moved down to the bottom one and then the top one, because there's one here and then there's one down here and then there's one at the top, you know, so like almost at a horizontal or vertical description, anyways.
Okay. Oh wow. So let me see. Maybe this is a bad request. So I think it's Ryan S. Ryan S. mentioned he had a good idea.
Yeah.
Getting multiple camera phones on multiple binoculars. Maybe
Yeah.
that sounds a little bit like redundant, but I think in order to get, you know what I'm saying? It's
Well,
kind
I
of
mean-
like, yeah, go ahead, Ryan S.
Well,
Yeah.
because binoculars show you a 3-dimensional view. And if you've ever used binoculars, you'll see that there's not a whole lot of distortion. You
No.
can see things for almost what they are. And if
Yeah.
if we test out those big ones that he's got to make sure that that's still true, then that would prove that on a clear day we could actually see these things and that they're not as far away as they say they are.
Good
You
point.
see what I'm saying? That I think that's what we're
Yep.
learning here. And so what I
Yes.
said was, why not get a camera for each hole? I mean, even though he uses it, I mean, he could still get a laser pointer or whatever. He could find another way to scope stuff and find it on there. But if he could get at least an image from both of them, you could mix them together and you could actually get a 3D view of it. I'm sure he could digitally. Now, I'm not sure if it would work out optically like what he's been getting, but I'm sure it's possible to get a view like that. And I'm not sure it would change much, but it still would be interesting. I'd love to see it. Oh, what I said was, no, Mikey's been on our show. What I meant was, I mentioned something to him when he first came on. I said, well, why don't you just go totally exclusive with us and don't let anybody else see your stuff? And he goes, no, I can't do that. That's what I meant.
That would have been foul, man. Especially
I know,
a
but I'm
dude
just
like
saying,
me.
I was
go
like,
crazy.
no, don't show anybody else. Just let it be on our show.
Yeah, no, I go crazy over stuff like this, man. Like this is just ridiculous.
I did too.
crazy.
When I first met Mikey, dude, I didn't want to let him go. He was like, I gotta go. No, don't leave yet. Dude. I
No,
wanna ask
yo,
you
let me
more
hold it.
Oh, hey.
You hold your
Speaking
computer,
of that,
man.
I'll really drive you nuts. I gotta show you a moon video of mine here. Hold on. Ryan will know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you guys
show
have to
this.
see this. This is gonna
This
it's gonna change your mind about a lot of
Oh,
things. I
snap.
guarantee you.
Let's see it,
Yeah.
bro.
Get ready for it. This is my favorite. This is my favorite Mikey video.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
You need to get
Yeah,
more of these,
this
damn it.
cra-
You need to
This
get
is
more of
crazy,
them.
man. Here's the story. I was recording the moon with my laser because I always like pointing my laser at the moon and recording it. So then I didn't realize what I had captured. I went back home, and I think it was maybe the next day or a few days later. I'm on what's that big platform for talking on the computer? The original one.
Dragon. It's like Dragon Breath or something like that.
What's it called?
So talking on you need
MySpace,
Skype.
the one you-
Skype.
MySpace.
What's that?
Skype. Yeah. So we're talking on Skype, and I'm reviewing my video, and he's like, "Hey, whoa, what was that?" I'm like, "What do you mean? What was that?" So he's the one who even noticed it.
Oh, I'm the one that. Oh, you didn't see it before that? I thought you did.
No. He
Oh my
pointed it
God.
out. Yeah, and then I had to go back and look at it, and I got to go back.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's the reason why you took it down at first and then you put it back up. Okay, I get it because
Yeah.
you didn't even realize that was okay. I see now. Because we were all tripping. Like, why did you? Yeah, we were trying to figure out why we couldn't find that video where where I was on there, and then we found it later. But yeah, we were tripping on that. So
It'll take me a minute here. I'll find it here.
I know. See how hard it is to find now. I know. I tried to find it in there. I could not find it. I had to ask.
Yeah, I got so much junk here. Or you know what? It might even be in my moon videos, but I'm gonna check this way first. But yeah, and I'll go frame by frame. It's cool. Yeah, it's coming up right here. I know from my finger in that video.
Make sure once you find it, make sure you post it in there so that way everybody else can get a look at it. So
Yeah, for sure.
your best bet is to get this on a big screen TV and look at it because it's really, really, really good when you watch it on a big TV.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You want to see if we can find it first?
Yeah,
Just
no,
out
I
of nowhere? And then tell us what we're looking at. See if we can find it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Vlad, let's see what's up.
You'll notice.
Get it.
Shoot. I clicked on that damn video. Sorry, guys. Can I go? Yeah.
Yeah.
My mouse was a little slow here. So I'll find it again.
Me.
Damn.
Going through Procreate.
It's worth the wait, guys. I'm sure of it. It's worth the wait. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I'll explain it when it comes up because it freaks me out. I hope I can try to get this to happen again. What my silly theory is that we might be able to, in a way of saying, communicate with the moon. And I'm gonna try to prove that at some point in my life, but just not.
I like that idea. What's funny about this is that, Mikey, is that there was somebody else that was looking at this kind of stuff and had mentioned it. His name was Boogeyman. I know he was crazy, but he mentioned that the sky was literally had like spider webs hanging from it, and that that's what NASA was attaching themselves to in order to get these videos of the Earth and all this stuff, and that when you get up high at a certain height, that it actually does kind of make it look like it's curving because of the way the dome augments the view and it reflects off the dome and it gives you this view that makes it look like it's curved. And it's really trippy because you're the first one to actually say anything like that. Like a couple of things that you just said were very, very close to what he was talking about at the time. So it makes me wonder if maybe, we might revisit that. I don't know, but that'd be cool. But I can't find any of his stuff anymore though. I can't find any of his stuff online.
Wow.
He
actually had
a picture. You guys got it here second, I guess, or first?
He had this cool picture of the sun reflecting off the water. And it like changed into this weird image, like it was just weird, bro. He had some really interesting stuff on his YouTube, and it just disappeared. I wish I had my hands on it all. Damn it!
Wow.
But he believed that the sky was a solid, the dome was solid, and that that the stars were actually attached to it, like with filament, like something like that.
Right. Yeah, like Christmas lights.
Right. Well, yeah, sort of, kind of, but yeah. But Mikey might be even going further than he went. You know what I'm saying? It might be Mikey's figured something out. He didn't.
And Mikey has shown us like the stuff that he's recorded and the stuff that he's taking pictures of. My goodness.
And I'll tell you what's really genuine about Mikey is that he's discovering all this on his own. He doesn't even realize sometimes what he's got there until somebody makes a comment, and then he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, you're right." And then he shows us a bunch of videos that.
Well, that's what's so good about that's what's so good about this new stuff that we're seeing is that like that's why everybody else's eyes is important getting everybody else in on it is important, right? Because it could very well spark something.
Yes.
That
And if we have more people that were over here, like near California, or there's desert nearby, like Death Valley, and then there's Nevada, and I can get to Nevada really quick. I'd be willing to go over there and do some filming. I just need, I'll have to get the equipment that I need, but I'd be willing to go up there and track and see when the driest days of the year are and try to get some.
Yeah.
Maybe we could. Okay, here we go. Watch this.
Yeah, watch.
Yeah, see that?
Watch the moon here.
That's not the only one, though.
What?
Yeah, this is good, bro.
What do I go? I fling it back here. Look at this.
There it is. That's the wiggles. I call these wiggles.
What?
And I'll go frame by frame.
Look on the edge. Look on the edge of the screen on the right. There's 2 or 3 of them already attached to the edge there. Yeah, and that one just it literally was attached to the edge of that thing. It is freaking weird, bro. Look at that.
Oh my goodness!
It's alive, bro. What is that?
Wait! That flash before that, was that you flashing the blue laser on it?
Yeah, that's the laser.
That was the laser. So it's like it's like he got a response.
Yes. So I was gonna say,
I got a response when I hit the sky with a laser before. That's why I'm saying I believe this is legit. Me and my buddy are sitting here nodding each other. Yep, we've seen this before. So I think it does respond. I think lasers are powerful enough to reach the dome, and that's why
I believe so too.
So,
but not all lasers are like that. Like your typical cat toy is not going to do that.
Right. It's them strong ass hot, blue lasers that be burning through stuff. Wait, Ryan,
what type of laser does he use?
Ryan, you're muted.
I'm sorry. The green and the purple ones work the best, but I think the green is better because it's optical light, whereas the black light only responds when it hits something. Even though you can see a beam, it's the only reason why you're seeing the beam is because it's hitting microscopic particles of dust in the air and it's reflecting back purple light. That's the only reason. Otherwise, it would be invisible to you.
Oh my goodness!
So yeah, this stuff is it's wicked weird. And like I said, I believe that I'm not sure if it's this video, but I think there's one other video I've seen where there's more of these, and you could see them. They're changing shape right there. The one there's 2 below it. On the right there, you could see that they're wiggling around, and they're attached to it. It's not my imagination. Those things were attached to the edge of the moon.
Yeah,
whatever that is.
What time was this?
Oh, this would have been at 10, 11 o'clock at night, probably.
That's the wiggles. See that shit? See how there's a bunch of them right there?
11 o'clock at night.
And it just flies off. It's wicked, bro. So, and right before that happened, he shot a laser up to the moon. You could see the blue beam going across. And then right after he turns it right there, see the beam? He shines the laser at it, and then right after the thing flies off, like it responded to him.
Yeah.
But then when I saw this,
I think maybe it's something like that we saw. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I'm seeing that, I'm wondering if it's the laser that made it do that, or if these things continuously spit these little.
Well, I've never seen a laser bounce off of the moon and then come out as a squiggly, but. Then again,
I've never seen any of this before.
I admit, I think it responded to the laser beam. Yes, I do. Which means that the moon has to be close enough for that laser to actually get to it. You see what I'm saying? I know, yeah, it's just
Maria
crazy.
Walker wants to know why is that laser in the shape of a square, and I think it's because the laser is so big compared to what he's doing optically that it just basically takes up the whole screen.
Yeah,
and it's wider as it goes away. The end of the laser beam, it spreads within distance. All lasers do.
Which also shows that that whatever that is that you're looking at is not 238,000 miles away. It's not possible.
Okay. So Flat Earth Warriors brings up a good point. He says Mikey does great work, but saying that the P1000 stars are not true is damaging because it's not true. Oh, because the P1000 camera is bad, basically, is damaging because it's not true. So I'm wondering, Mikey, that if I'm thinking that
that's what he said, but I get where they got that idea.
I think I know what Flat Earth Warriors is saying, what I think he's saying as well. So my question is this, Mikey: do you think that perhaps you could use a P1000 in conjunction with a binocular, or is that not possible?
I'm still going to do the test. If I ever get a clear night, I'm going to use my P1000 to prove myself wrong, because I use binoculars right now, but as I know, the last year or so, the sky has still had moisture in it. So once the sky clears up, I will try the P1000 to see if it will record a clear star, but I'm still having my doubts.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean that's what I figured it was. He's not really saying that it's bad. It's just that you're not going to get to see the things he's seeing if you don't use all. It has to be optical lensing, not digital. Digital will screw it up.
Because actually, the old observations, apart from this, looks like the water's above. Really, if you think about it. So I think that's.
So here's a question: if some of us think the moon is plasma, like that scientist told us, do you think that could have been plasma? This light, that thing jumping off.
You know what? You want to know something? Somebody in the chat said it looks like an electric thing. I think it was Crystal Gem. Yes,
like
Crystal Gem says it looks like an electric thing.
But because it looks like to a laser, that makes me wonder. I mean, I'm not saying that tested it.
ano, tsaka sa ninja?
כן.
חייב?
לא, יש עוד אחד. יש שתי אופציות.
All right, so Sam is probably getting yelled at by his wife. Let's let Sam get yelled at.
Okay,
By his
I was
wife.
like, what happened? Did my
Yeah.
I was
getting scared. I thought she was gonna come with the frying pan next, man, or the broom.
I was waiting for
or the broom and start swinging and shit, man. Like, damn, son, or the pinwheel. Remember them old ass cartoons back in the day?
Right.
Where the wife would get mad at the husband and come in with the pinwheel mad as shit.
Oh, I tell you what. Oh.
Yep. All right, I muted Sam, y'all. So
yes, it does look kind of like a sperm, but I think it's plasmatic. But I don't know what it is. All I know is that it looks like it could be an animal, maybe, or it could be maybe some kind of plasma or electricity trap. I don't know, but whatever it is, it actually appears and then disappears, and it looks stable, like it's actually part of the moon, and then it disappears, and it just that just blows my mind.
yeah, and I was thinking just like you guys. Rachel said the same thing. Rachel said it looks like a swimming sperm. I was like, it kind of looks like a sperm, but I didn't want to say anything nasty. You said it. It does look like that. So then, like thinking about it and looking at it, this is why I asked about the time of night that you filmed this, Mikey, because my thing, you want me to go ahead and I'll add it to the stage again, Mike. So this is why I wanted to know what time of night that you filmed it.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, we have yet to really understand the relationship between the moon and mankind. Like, do we truly understand the relationship? Yes, the moon gives off some kind of cold light. Yes, the moon has some, hoodoo craziness going on with women's cycles, reproductive cycles and stuff like that. But do we truly know? So you have speculations of people saying that the moon is, when you die, your soul goes up to the moon.
Moons is a lens flare because the sun is actually what's coming into the eye above us, and that's what causes the sun to appear to be rotating around. And I think that it's actually just a lens flare, a reflection off the ground and then back off the dome again. That's what I think. That's just like I said, this is just a theory, but it would seem to make sense.
I have heard that though. I have when you die, your soul goes to the moon. I've heard that
right
hundreds of thousands of times.
We're hearing that, and it's funny because if you look throughout history, when do the creatures come out? When do the monsters?
Watched Soul yesterday too. That's what's funny about this.
You know what I'm saying? So when do those scary creatures and the vampires and stuff? They're powerful. They're most powerful when the moon is full. Right. The ghouls and the monsters and the creatures of the night and the ghosts and the spirits, they work best on like a full moon, right? So it's almost
that
like
come from because women
almost,
would. I mean, I thought that was all based on a woman thing.
Well, I don't know, but what I feel, and I could be wrong, is that the moon is the domain of the people, of those entities that are not human, the entities that are, I guess you could say, our inverse. So what's opposite to being alive
like
is
like a plasmatic reflection of the other side.
Yes.
Okay. I see what you mean. I see where you're going.
So if you were a spirit, if you were dead, then your sun would be the moon, and if you're living, then your sun would be the sun. You understand?
Right.
But but it's we get that cold feeling because we're still living. We get that cold feeling from the moon, or we get that measurement of cold light from it. It's weird. I hope I'm explaining it in a way in which we could understand, because I'm not trying to use big words over here. I'm just trying to explain it in a way in which we could understand.
Did you know that fires are more combustible during a full moon?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yep. And sunlight actually puts fires out, believe it or not. Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
I didn't believe that. I had to do about, I think it was 6 months of research on it just to prove that to myself, because I didn't believe that was true. Even though it sounded like I should believe it, I had to prove it. And I'm telling you that it's absolutely true. It's so weird.
This is weird.
Wow,
This is strange.
Now look at that roll. You see that?
Yeah. Looks like a mirage.
Where have you seen something like that before, though? Besides the horizon. But besides the horizon, where have you seen it? In the water.
At the desert.
In the water.
Right.
Yeah. Or in the desert where there's a reflection. Right. Yeah. It's from a mirror, right? That's what I always think. I always think mirror. It's a mirror. That's what a mirror would do. It would make light seem to do that, right?
Or looking down a canal on a river.
Yes. And seeing, wow.
But lenses also have that effect sometimes, depending on the angle of where the light's coming in too, is what I was saying too. Is that I think, yeah.
But what about the other 150 times they reported the moon and it never happened?
I don't know. That's another question I was asking too. Is like, how come we don't see this every day? And how did Mikey just catch this out of the blue? I don't know, but I seen a guy catch a balloon flying by once, and and I seen the reset.
Well, this was a lunar eclipse. This was a lunar eclipse happening. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just a few months ago, huh?
No, this was in 2022.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, Mikey, my question to you then, well, not my question, but my request to you then is to get the moon on a new moon. To get the new moon.
You cannot see it. It appears and goes through a portal.
So we know we can't see it.
I saw it disappear. It literally just flashes right out of the sky, bro. It doesn't just get dark, it disappears.
So I'm wondering if
right in front of you.
So hold on now. This is my question. If Mikey were to record the night sky the way he is, the same way, getting the firmament, if there's any way, if he gets in and around where the new moon would have been, right? Flip the image or play with the image to see possibly if we see something,
right?
If we see something, just to say, because it's not fair to say, oh, we're not going to see anything. Well, we don't know. We didn't even expect to see this craziness. So how do we know?
I also think that the farther he goes south, the better his images will be, because the closer the dome supposedly is. So I don't know if there's a desert that's below like parallel.
But the desert that's dry that we know of, that's below, that's down there, is Antarctica. That's the desert.
Right.
Well, because it's so cold that the moisture can't stay in the air, it freezes and drops. But does that mean that there wouldn't be any moisture in the air, or does that mean that it would just be dropping out of the air? It makes me wonder if you could get good. I don't know. I mean, it's one or the other, right? Either you'd get better optical vision, or you would get worse, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how that'll work. I'm not a master of like photography or anything. But yeah, I would think that there would be some kind of effect though.
You seen what the sun did? I don't want to get into that topic though.
That's a good one, Rachel.
The thing has got me tripping too, because I never even thought about the fact that there does seem to be spots on whatever you call the sun when you look at it through a filter. But I also understand that when you're using crystals in order to reflect off certain waves and not others, that you're going to get an optic. It's going to be changing it optically. So I don't know that I could believe that it's actually perfectly circular or spherical. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more like just the way we see it, because of the angle it comes through, or whatever it's reflecting off of. We can only see that part of it. But does that mean the sun is actually a sphere? No, I don't think that does.
Has it been tested to be apparent like the sun? Do you know if it is or not? Do we know is the moon apparent? Is my question. Does anybody know?
I think
so.
anything that we see from the ground is apparent. But
yes,
So it changes.
because we would see those balloon launches and stuff like that, and we'd also get the Go Fast rocket where you could see the moon at a distance, and you could see the sun at a distance up within the firmament. You know what I'm saying? So we know that's not the same sun and moon that we're seeing either.
So my question is when is the sun? Is the sun actually ever inside the dome, or is it just the way we see it, or the way it appears to be? Because I mean, it's still possible that God's just shining a light on us,
right,
making sure that we stay warm, right? I mean, it could be that, even though it sounds silly. But I mean, what if we really were just like a footstool in God's living room, and He had a light set over us? You know what I mean? And the angle that that light hit us is actually what caused the sun to rotate around in a circle. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
I got a thought experiment real quick. So we hear it's the waters above, right? And we see the sun above us. Say there is a barrier, solid, like the Bible states, and if you're on top of the barrier, and that sun's moving through the firmament, and the waters above is projecting the light from underneath the ocean above. Imagine that one.
Wait. Repeat that, Porter. I'm sorry, Porter.
Okay,
Porter,
so if you're on the top of the dome, right, and the sun is in the firmament going around in the firmament, and you're on the top of the dome, and the waters are at the edge of the top at some point around, like down here, but around the top of the dome, that sun would be moving in the medium below the ocean in heaven. Imagine the light shining through that emerald green water, if there is waters above like this. So we don't know, but imagine what that would look like.
Oh.
The light coming from the ocean underneath.
Right.
Somebody needs to actually build a big glass dome.
I was thinking that same.
You know what I mean? Even though we can't get the texture right, like, because we'd have to go with what Mikey takes pictures of. But if you just think about it, if we were to make a glass dome that was was relatively similar to the shape and whatever that we think it might be, and then we put water around it, and then we put that into a bowl and we sink it into a swimming pool, and then we take video. I think we could test this stuff, right?
With light, yeah, definitely. I believe.
So here's a question, Mikey. Cartoon Waterball asks, do you have pictures of satellites attached to balloons?
No, but I do have lots of videos of lights flying through the air.
Yes.
Before I show you those videos, whatever this is, if it's Mars or whatever light it is, it's reflecting off the moon, just to state what's happening there in that video.
Oh, wow.
Well, Mikey, here's the $1 million question.
My buddy's telling me something about Elon Musk supposedly hit the dome.
And then it blew up recently?
Yeah.
Stuff
broke off and that they got samples of it or something. I don't know.
Has Mikey seen any kind of do y'all see any? Does he see any satellites at all in any of his images? Does he capture anything?
Yeah, no, just those lights. I'm going to show you those things.
I got you.
I don't even know how to explain that. Let me go to my.
SpaceX is so boring.
Has anybody ever seen that video where it shows like the sun at a distance and then a plane flies through it and it actually makes a splattering?
Yes.
Have you? Is that legitimate or is that my imagination? Because I've been wondering. It's got to be fake, right? Like, if that's
I don't
true,
know what that
means
is.
It isn't real. It's just
that looks wild. Like it looks like it's pulling like liquid.
Yes, like it's actually a physical plasmatic thing that's in relative space and that you can't move it. Like it's just being reflected here. It's just really strange, bro.
Yeah.
And then when you put that together with what I heard about these first astronauts that they tried to land on the moon and they couldn't catch it, that they were flying in the sky trying to catch up to it and it kept getting away from them. I think that's hilarious, bro. I think it's really funny because if you think about it, if the moon just is a reflection, or if it's just some kind of bouncing off the dome or some kind of and it's forming into a circular shape, some kind of image that way, then that would make sense, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, it's food for thought.
Oh, I see this video. Okay, now that I'm looking at this video, I thought that video was just a fake. I thought that was a fake video. I didn't even realize. This Elon Musk thing where something hit the dome. You just showed it to me, and I did see that video, but I thought it was a fake. It's just weird.
No, just
Meaning, I thought the video just looked like a phony. It didn't look real to me, but doesn't mean I know. Sure, I'm just sorry.
Fake X for Earthers. Huh. Hey, Ida Hill, how you doing, sis? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Ida Hill's in the house, y'all. DJ New Moon is in the house. Welcome, DJ New Moon. Donald Piasek is in the house.
Say hi, Don.
Didn't all the guys I didn't say hi to? Jay Wind is in the house. Cartoon Waterball is also in the house. All right, Terret 3006 is in the house. Welcome, 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 welcome. 16 Alpha. I think I said what's up to you, bro. Flat Earth Warriors. I didn't say hi to you. Mr. Super Sidewanda. It's been a while, but it's good to see you. In the house, in the house, in the house, in the house. Nubik is in the house. All right. All right. Mikey. Hey, look at it. Mikey's in the house. Yeah. All right. All right. And the show goes on. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So these three lights were traveling through the sky in formation. They did not depart from each other or get closer. And then at this moment in time, this red flash shows up between all three of them. I don't know if they were communicating with each other or I don't know what was going on, but it was weird. And then there's another one over there. Okay. And I can record hundreds of these lights every night. They're there all the time.
And you're not using anything special. This is just your binoculars with your cell phone, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. I wonder, Mikey, have you ever tried using using a polarized camera so that you'll get all the infrared light too, so that you'll see things that you wouldn't see with your eye?
Not a bad
idea.
Might make it messy, but I'm just curious.
I was hoping to get infrared binoculars at some point, but that's wishful thinking, I guess.
Ryan, you ask good questions. You just got to let them finish answering. Bro.
I know. I'm trying to ask more of finish the question. Well, it's like I wanted to ask the question, but I wanted to add something to it. I'm just that kind of person. I think too much. Sorry.
It's all right. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, like Mikey, I'm interested in hearing about that. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. I got no explanation for it other than I recorded. The reason why the lights keep shifting is because I keep moving. I keep trying to get in front of the lights so they can come through the frame. And and at some point there's a red light that flashes in between them. I don't know why, and it was just one of those random things. And another reason why I catch all this stuff is because I go outside every day to do that.
Yeah.
I just don't sit and have debates for 14 hours a day. That doesn't prove anything.
Shit. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't gonna do you much good, especially when you're debating with people that won't bring any evidence to the table to debate with.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
But I will close that off. And oops, let's close this. Some of the people wanted to see what my Ryan already knows. So these are my big binoculars, my big ones. If I can fit them in the frame.
Damn, dude.
So these weigh 10 pounds. They're quite dirty because I never use them. But yeah.
Yes, those are bigger than Mikey's head, and he has a big head, by the way.
Damn. Let the record show that Mikey's got a big head.
For my big brain.
Come on, Vlad. We know you got a big head, dude. Don't lie.
Hey, man, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to maintain, man.
Hey, Mikey, just a question. When you took those pictures, have you, taken the time to clean those binoculars lens before?
Well, I clean them all the time with a microfiber cloth. Yeah, all the time.
They're sealed on the inside, thank God, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that's why I don't want to buy the cheap ones off the internet, is because they're not sealed right. And the ones he has those are good military ones, I believe. They're
I know. But so I wanted to give you a kind of an explanation of how I think Polaris might work. So this is another attachment for a camera, but it wobbles. So I think Polaris does this with the firmament as it rotates. Like it's not going like this, Like
right. It's like pivoting.
Yeah, like it's just pivoting. I'm pretty sure of it's doing this. I'm pretty sure of it, and I'm gonna record that at some point. Yeah, or at least take some more pictures. Yeah.
Biesculars.
That makes me think of shaped magnets now.
And then somebody asked about my laser. So this is my 7-watt laser.
Shit look like a damn lightsaber out this bitch,
Yeah.
man.
How much did that cost? How many batteries does it have? How many 650s in it?
It's a 7-watt laser, and it costed just over $400.
Yeah, that's a serious that will burn your eyeballs out.
That looks like a lightsaber. You see that?
Be very careful with that thing.
It burns wood instantly.
You can break cheap cameras with those things.
You should check that one. That one is illegal. This one is like powerful, man. Very
And
powerful.
you can turn it up. You can turn that up.
Yeah.
Samuel, what do you have that one for?
Well, I used it, to point to mountains and stuff, with friends. But actually, I tried that. I had that, lighting the sky. It goes blue, like very strong light. And within like 5 minutes, I had the police cars coming, around my house, checking things because they don't know what the fuck it is. So that's not even legal. That can burn you if you put your hand there.
Yeah, I've got one that does that too. Yeah,
put your hand.
And you can adjust the beam to a wider beam. You can burn holes and things with it. Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're dangerous though. So I'd be careful because my buddy had one in his pocket and it didn't have a lock on the switch. And it burnt the inside of his pocket, melted a big part of his pocket into plastic. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I got a key for mine. So
yeah, it's a good one when it has a key because it's so powerful it'll literally burn.
I was gonna say it got an ignition with that bitch too. Big old gas powered laser. Dang, man.
Yeah, where's the starter on that thing, man?
Yeah, right. Dang, man.
Does it take 2-stroke or 4-stroke?
So what's crazy about that also is that I know that you guys should be wearing like lenses to protect your eyes.
I would say when I bought mine, I got glasses with them, and yes, you want to wear them whenever you use it anywhere, unless you're just pointing it at the sky and you're not worried about it. If it bounces back, it can blind you. It can do damage to your eyes. Very
Lord
quickly,
have mercy.
And it's hot. It doesn't just right. It doesn't just make you see white for a while. It will burn your retina right out of your eyeball.
Yeah.
Man, guys, be careful with that.
And I know that because I was trying to use it through a lens, and I was getting some weird refraction patterns, and it burnt some holes on the wall and stuff. I was like, dude, what the heck?
No, man.
Because I was using like a crystal dome, and I was trying to get a reflection through it, and it left these little burn marks on the ceiling because it made, I guess,
concentrated it.
Yeah, I guess there's some kind of weird thing about crystalline dome shapes, and 7 different laser beams will come out when you fire a laser into it. It's really strange. But one will be really bright, and then it'll be like 3 dots, and then a bright one, and then 3 dots. It's really strange how it comes out. It's trippy.
So, Mikey, I've got a request for you, and I don't know if you could do it or not, especially based on what the weather might be. But we have the planetary alignment here in the next day or two.
Yes, yeah, I know, yeah.
So if you could possibly get those, I think that would be and I know just sending you on these errands to do these things. I mean, this is like one of those once in a lifetime type thing, or I guess you could say a blue moon, pun intended. To see these opportunities and like display them for the world, man, because we're doing stuff, or you're doing stuff. We're just asking. You're the one that's out there doing stuff that we've never ever seen.
I want to get Mikey to catch the sun disappearing, because I seen it with my own eyes, but I didn't catch it on video because I wasn't fast enough. But it literally it blinked out. It came up over the horizon. It was really a thin slice, and it just literally, I looked down and I looked back up, and it was gone. And I was like, whoa, what? Wait, what? I'm like, well, shouldn't it like form into a sliver first? No, it just it was gone. I looked down. I was going to turn my camera on to get a video of it, and I looked back up, and it was gone. And I mean, it was gone. I got my telescope out and everything. I could not find it in the sky. It just disappears, bro. It doesn't just get dark. It disappears. And I don't know how else to explain it. So that would be something I think that I tried to get it this year, or last year, but for some reason I was 2 days off, and I was waiting for it. And then when I realized it had already happened 2 days before that, I was so mad at myself. But I really do. I want to get a good telescope and watch it just literally vaporize. I want to catch that on camera, as I have not seen that on TV yet. Never seen that. And I know it does it. So it's a matter of, well, why hasn't anybody caught it yet? Or why haven't I seen it?
So I've got a question for Sam. Are you still wanting to go live on your stuff tomorrow or anytime or in the next week?
Yeah, of course.
In the next week, it doesn't matter to me, or next
you know,
week.
here it's not like 6:20, you know, in Israel.
Yeah.
So I've been up since yesterday, you know, like 11 o'clock. I've been in like 3 podcasts.
Yeah.
So I'm
For
a little
sure.
tired, but I have to also go to the city now.
Yeah.
And
anytime in a week or so, whenever.
so yeah. So if not today, I'll try to do it today, so we can just, you know, be done with it. If not the day after maximum. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know the way
sure.
I come back from the city, if I'm still like, you know, standing up. But we have to talk. We have to diffuse what you found out.
Oh yeah. Hey guys, and what I want to say to you guys too, like when I'm doing the work, like when I record stuff, I have so much stuff that I don't even show you guys because I'm very, very particular on, like, do I want to get yelled at all the time? No. So I want to analyze my footage, and I sit here for days and I lose sleep over what I'm recording. Like I'm recording, I've taken pictures of the firmament. I have like 50 pictures of it on my phone, and I sit there and I stare at them and I'm like, what am I looking at? Like, I have to decipher what the heck's going on in my own life before I even give it to you guys or anybody, you know. So I'm very picky. I go out as many times as I can, whether it's cold or not, and just I want to. Oh yeah, so for those of you who do not know, I have filed my papers for the lawsuit against Canadian Space Agency. Okay, so that's what I'm doing, you know, in relation to everything else that I'm doing. You know, I'm going to Calgary, Alberta, on Thursday. So I'm going to be doing my street activism there. I'm going to park my car and my billboard in front of Walmart, hold signs up, go to the nightclubs on the weekend, and cause some trouble. I'm letting the people know that the earth is flat. And they also have an observatory, huge observatory, 30 minutes southwest of that big city. Population is, I think, 1.5 million. So I'm going to the observatory and I'm going to park there and let them know what's going on too. And I actually had phoned them a few days ago to let them know that I have recorded a star in a video, and they're so confused. They're like, what do you mean you recorded a video of a star? You know, because and he's like, no, they're big balls of gases. I'm like, no, they're not.
we've got unfortunate people. We got Brenda Jr. in here.
Yeah.
I am Wilson over there talking mess, saying, poor Mikey, he's so deluded. And I'm saying that with an accent because I am Wilson apparently is from down under. And so you got haters in here.
Don't you have to be deluded yourself to know when somebody else is?
Yeah.
I tell you something, you know,
usually that's who knows, right?
It looks like we are the beginning of a new age, a new, like, you know.
So this is delusion. I don't know what delusion is, but I know what this is.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Wilson understands.
But that is not the tradition.
Well, we don't know what it is, but we know that it's there and that Mikey's not faking it. That's what we do know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sam, what were you saying, Sam? Sam was saying.
No, I'm just saying. Look at that guy now. You know, he found out those things there that nobody ever saw. So I'm realizing that, you know, with that flat earth thing, we are the beginning of a new age somehow. A new age of you know, we discovering our world. It's like, you know, we just like, you know, little babies, you know, coming out of the cradle. You know, just like, you know, whoa. And it's crazy, you know, that we don't know this stuff. You know,
do me a
with all
favor.
the technology we have.
Convince you that you live in a simulation, because that's a crock. Okay, somebody, whether it was God or who it was, made this place and put us in here. Now we may not know what the reason is, or we don't think we do. We may not know who put us here, but we know somebody that was smarter than us did it. Gave us the building blocks of what we have here. So whatever this place is, it was made by somebody or something, and that something is in charge of us.
That's
so
right.
I don't understand why it's so difficult for people to understand that,
Just
or to even
accept
have
it.
that thought in their mind. Yeah, it's like,
I don't
the
know
way
if
they're
it's
saying it is
so-
that it all happened by accident, and nothing became something, and then exploded, and then now we've got life. Right? That makes a lot of sense, right?
So I am Wilson. So I am Wilson is one of the Globers that we have in here, right? And he says, yes, it's out of focus. Oh, Lord have mercy. And then he says you could do the same thing with a light down the street. I am Wilson. No,
Do it.
He's been watching.
Do it.
some
Show it.
YouTube
I have
Yeah,
done
and-
that.
and I am Wilson, you're gonna have to show us. But here's the thing: it's in such perfect focus, damn near.
Yeah.
Like nobody's ever seen this with the stars. I mean,
Yeah, nobody.
Like, here's the thing: if he's done it, you can do it too. It's not like he's got some super special equipment. Yeah, he's got like some pretty pricey binoculars and stuff, but we could all do the same thing.
Well,
and he did it with the cell phone.
Yeah.
Apparently, the guy is not interested in the truth. Just interested in making fun of
Well, I can understand it. I can understand his skepticism, but if he were to just do like Mikey makes it obvious, like what he uses, you guys can go and buy the stuff he uses and do the same thing yourself. And
exactly.
You can
I don't understand his skepticism.
Yeah. And if somebody proves him wrong, then I'll believe. Then I'll take that to heart. But until then, I'm not. Why would I think he's lying to me? No reason.
It's so stupid to say to people.
Yeah, Ian Wilson is just over there, just drinking gallons upon gallons of haterade and liarade. You know what I'm saying? Haterade and liarade at the same time mixed in for his power drink. Ian Wilson. Shame on you, I am Wilson. Shame on you, I am Wilson. Shame, shame, shame. I'm calling the cops on you. I'm calling the Bobbies or whatever the hell they call them.
Yeah, we know they won't show up, but that's okay.
Yeah, right.
Those people remind me, like, somehow women like bitching all the time, like for no reasons, like just bitching.
Yeah, it's almost like it's that time of the month and the moon's full or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I am Wilson, man.
They're paid.
Yeah, go take your heels off, I am Wilson. Stop over there bitching and complaining.
Hey, shit.
I am Wilson. We giving you shit, man. But no, that's actually in focus. I know you're supposed to be the wet blanket. Now that we've kicked Brenda out of here,
Wilson is.
And then
Lisa.
I am Wilson says,
Lisa?
I'm not the one saying Professor Dave went on every block channel on YouTube. I didn't say that you did. I am Wilson. I said that.
What?
I didn't say you said that. I am Wilson. Listen, man, you're detracting from the thing. Start playing nice, or else.
Just focus.
I'm warning you, I am Wilson. But real talk, I am Wilson. This stuff is interesting. I know you're a glober and you hate everything flat Earth, but you're gonna have to admit what we're presenting tonight is different. This is not your flat Earth material. This is about what could possibly be what is in the firmament, and we don't know what it is. And we're taking a gander at it, and this is some important stuff because this isn't like a pretend globe. This is actual real life and serious. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Exactly like the star.
Oh, I am Wilson.
Oh, I see. She's from Sob's channel. I guess she's a troll that goes over on Sob's channel. She just came over to see us.
Oh, she came over to pay us a visit. Yeah, Ian Wilson's been presenting out of focus video. It's not out of focus, Ian Wilson. You should have been here earlier. But Ian Wilson, yeah, exactly. You're out of focus, Ian Wilson. I am Wilson, man. Wilson, yeah, there it is. Maria Walker called it best. Wilson is just trying to make a dishonest living, and that's what you do. I am Wilson. Go to Professor Dave and go to Professor Dave. Just go there, all right? I'm not gonna say the rest of what I was about to say.
Now I want to know what you were gonna say. Now that's gonna be burning in my mind the rest of the day. What was he gonna say?
I'm not gonna say the rest of what I was gonna say. Go over there and do.
I'm sure it was so nice, though, right?
Yeah. Go there to Professor Dave and do that. Go march, damn it, march! Get out of here, I am Wilson. Shame on you over there lying on people. Bad, I am Wilson. Bad. Anyway, but yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wrap it up because it's still, I got here. I didn't unpack. I didn't do nothing. It's 11:30 at night, y'all. But man, it is fun as hell with the panel. I love this shit, man. This shit is fun as
battery.
hell.
I was thinking about making a laser with it.
Had a good time.
It says it has 26 18650 batteries in it. And it says it's like 48 volt or something. I wonder if it would make my flashlight brighter. What do you think?
I don't know. It looks like a taser.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with the two prongs at the end, looks like a taser.
It's a scooter. It's a battery out of one of those electric scooters. It goes inside like the handlebars. It's huge. It's got. It's a. I took it. I opened it up. It's huge. It's got, like I said, those little rechargeable batteries that you get. Those little 18650 batteries that you get for your flashlight.
Yeah.
It has 26 of them in there.
Oh my god.
26 of them. Yeah, and it's like a 40.
That thing could power the Empire State.
I think it's a 42 volt output. I think it would make a really, really good laser burning device. Probably burn it up.
I
But,
think
you know,
I think it could power the Empire State
I
Building.
want to use it on this flashlight that I just got. It's a really, really, really bright flashlight. It's ungodly amount, but I think that I could double up the voltage without burning it up because it doesn't even get hot. So I wanted to try it.
Careful, man. The ladies are gonna be sitting there asking, where you get all them batteries? All right, you know what? I'm not even gonna make those jokes. I'm gonna keep those dirty jokes to myself.
No, honey, this doesn't vibrate. Sorry.
All right. I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna get them dirty.
That's where you
jokes
were going
out
with
of-
it.
Not here, not on my show. I'll cuss, but those dirty jokes, I'm not going to do. Hey, Sam about to get. He about to get that work.
You'll be fine. Yeah, we don't want to make it not safe for work.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You
I just
know,
wanted to show
so-
you my big battery. That's all.
You know, it's all good. It's all good.
Compensating here.
But family, let's go in order. Okay, she's like, turn that thing down. Put your
No,
headset
I want to
on.
see what she's gonna do. I want to watch her clean up your desk and mess your hair up for you.
Yeah.
That's more fun.
You know. So okay, that was a little bit weird. I didn't want Sam to get hit in public. Be like, woo, you know, rules are a little bit different over there. So you see,
She just wants attention. She's just jealous because he's getting all the attention. That's what
Sam's
it is.
getting all the love. But nah, y'all, we're gonna wrap it up. But I wanted to go ahead and give it to the panel. Sam, last words. Oh, Sam, you're muted.
Gotta hit the mute button.
Hold on, I got you. Oh
Does
Lord.
he know he muted? Sam, you're
You
muted,
can't
dude.
unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
very good.
just,
Okay.
I'm just amazed. Amazed of what that guy found out. Mike, what you found out is like very interesting, and I believe we have to, dig deeper and understand things. We have like real matter now to work with. It's like, we have to diffuse that quickly, and we have to think about it. Makes me think about a lot of things in the Torah. So you have to to think about all this. So
yeah.
We'll meet. We're gonna make a podcast today or later on, or tomorrow maximum. No problem. Where are you at? You in America? Where you are?
Yeah, Canada. It's 10:30.
Oh, in Canada. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, nobody's perfect.
It's 10:30 at night right now.
Same Canada.
America light.
Yeah.
The loft apartment
big-
above the party.
Were you aware that your country was owned by us?
It's a big country up north of America, I think, Canada, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I knew
It's
that
huge.
I knew that before they advertised it a few days ago. But like I said, telling people stuff like that about the truth, it goes in one ear, out the other, and you know what I mean.
They have
So
some of
you
the
don't gotta
best.
pay taxes. They'll be like, "Nah, you're crazy."
Yeah, they have really good ginger ale. It's called
Yeah.
Canada Dry.
Yeah.
Just watch out for the Kool-Aid they put in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. All right. Okay, Sam. Porter.
Yeah, I just wanted to look, Vlad. I really appreciate what you're doing, dude. It's major that you keep making these lives.
Oh, yeah.
Really
Yeah.
awesome. It's awesome that you found this guy here, Mike. Is that your name again, Mike?
Mike, yeah.
I appreciate
Mike,
you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. God
Yeah,
bless
for-
everybody. Have a good evening.
Yeah, take her easy, man.
Appreciate you, Porter. Mr. Ryan. All right, that's Porter jet on us, but thanks, Porter.
I've said
Thank you for
enough.
being
I
here,
think you
brother.
already know what I think. But
Yeah.
I'll be doing a live stream later, so you guys can check me out if you want.
Oh, hell yeah.
Me and Roger
Sure
are going to do
indeed.
something later.
All right. I'm gonna check y'all out.
That would
Mikey.
be on Roger Ledwell channel.
Yep. Oh yeah. If
I
you
don't-
guys
I
aren't
can't post it right now, but that's
if you
where
guys
I
aren't
posted it.
subbed to Roger Ledwell, make sure please to sub Parmigiani. Parmesan. How you doing, Parmigiani? How you doing? It's
Parmigiani.
good to see you. Parmigiani. But yeah, if you aren't subbed to Ryan Ledwell's channel, please make sure you sub to Ryan Ledwell's channel. Also, make sure you sub to Ryan S's channel. Also, make sure you sub to Mikey Smith's channel, horizontally opposed. Also, make sure you sub to Sam's channel, Sam Abukaya's channel, Flat Earth Recon. He's been
Abukaya,
dropping them
okay.
videos for the last year and change now. So
I was
make sure
going to
you
ask how
sub
to pronounce that. Abukaya. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
Gotcha.
You know, make sure these guys are like the cutting edge of the flat earth community. Obviously, you know, we're seeing some stuff and we're discussing things that are not normal, which I guess we can't call the flat earth normal, but this is even more not normaler. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I won't go to all that. I don't think I'm anything but just another guy on here, you know, trying to find out the truth and spread what I know. But you know, I hear where you're coming from, though. You know, I hear where you're coming.
Yeah,
but you know, in our day, in our the days we're living, just that is already exceptional.
Yeah,
it becomes exceptional because
totally
people don't care. They just don't care anymore. They just don't want to understand it. Don't want to care. So, you know.
So for the ones that do care, we got you. We got you. Mikey Smith, do you have any final words, brother?
They're right here, brother.
Oh God, I thought I kicked you out earlier.
No, I'm good, man. It's fun coming on here, man. I respect you lots. It's all good.
Oh, I appreciate you guys, man. And for you guys that come on to the panel, man, I appreciate y'all coming on. We try to give everybody a voice as much as possible, whether you agree or you disagree. Just be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Just come up here, be respectful, bring your humility, bring your humor, right? And whether you agree or you disagree, you know, rock with us, man, and enjoy the show, right? At the same time, we're here to provide truth to the community. I'd like to say truth as we see it, but we're providing you the evidence. Mikey is a perfect testament to this, right? This is new stuff. We're trying to figure it out. Yeah. And so when we joke around on the panel, we are joking, but we're doing it in the light of this being some cutting edge stuff. We don't know what it is. We're not claiming to know what it is. Of course, we could guess all day. But at the same time, it just shows the wonderful world that we live in, right? This thing is not a mistake. This is not a happenstance by God. He put us here for a reason, and he put us here with a purpose. And so anytime we make these little discoveries and stuff, I don't want us to forget that. We're here for a reason and for a purpose, right? And whatever that is, we'll figure it out. But I think this is part of the adventure. And we're starting something new, I feel. And let's not forget it, and let's totally take advantage of it, man. Let's totally take advantage of it. Really, that's all I got, yo. That's all I got. I appreciate y'all for coming on here, man, and doing this. And Mikey, thank you, man. I can't
found the link, by the way, and I posted it in there for you guys.
Yeah. If I find anything else, I'll 100% let you guys know, man. That's for sure.
Right on, Mikey.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing you soon, buddy.
Thank you, man. And Sam, is Mikey going to be joining you here shortly?
Not shortly, but maybe at the end of the day, like maybe like I don't know what time it is, you know, in Canada, but
it's
if I have to meet him, it's going to be like in about like 10 hours from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I can't, so we'll do it the day after, whatever, you know, whatever you want. So within the next 24 hours, we're going to meet. We're going to talk about this a little more. I'm going to dig also on my side, you know.
Right on. I'll have to check it out.
Okay. Amazing. Oh man, you guys are amazing, man. You guys make this channel 1,000 million times better. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
We
for
appreciate
everything.
you too, brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man.
Really
Real
job,
talk.
good job.
So Foundry, guys in the Foundry, you guys make this place 1,000 million times better as well. You guys provide us a lot of good feedback and a lot of good information that we don't take your words for granted, and we do use what it is that you guys say. And I do my best to highlight all of you guys that come up with phenomenal ideas, because I said it before, I'll say it again. We don't know everything. I know I don't know much of anything. I rely on you guys for much of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'll stop kissing you guys' ass. You guys are amazing. You know it.
Oh, no, don't stop. Don't stop.
Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. You got to get that hairy patch right there. But family, I'm just kidding, man. But much love, family, much love. But before I get out of here, I want to give you guys my blessing, man. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity, and most of all, wisdom. Be wise, be safe, and enjoy this weather, guys. And we've got more to come. With that, I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.
Peace out. Yeah, have a good one.
Take care.